And we're rolling. What's good, homies?
Man, what's up? What's up?
So we have Kid Rich and Bubba, the homie.
How are you, man?
Hey, we're doing good. Got some twisted teas.
Appreciate the drink.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
You also had some champagne we popped, huh?
Mm-hmm. The Bel Air.
So this is cool because I was expecting just Kid Rich, but he brings the homie. And I had originally set this up for 3 because I had that extra mic and the cables and stuff. So for the listeners and the viewers, we kind of slapped this together, and we got a 3-way up in here. So that's a new one for Orange Curve Podcast.
First time.
Yeah, man. So we go back.
Yeah, man. Chaparral days, bro. Middle school.
At least, yeah. But it's a trip, though, because we go way back, but we never, like, really connected too much.
Yeah.
So it's like you know someone, but you don't know someone, you know? So I was like, I want to have this dude on and talk to him and shoot the shit. I'm like, damn, I'm, like, kind of nervous.
Oh,
like, I don't even really know what to say
I seen
at
your
first.
podcast, bro, and I liked it, bro, so I wanted to come on here, bro. It's a good little platform that you have, bro. So I salute
the studio's
you
nice, man.
for having this, bro. I even appreciate you for having me here.
Yeah, it's an honor, man. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I think one of the common threads with us is music,
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
Because, like, when I started the podcast, I'm like, well, who am I going to even have on? And so I started thinking about a list of people, and I'm like, dude, like, Alamo's got some characters, you know? And they're a lot more interesting people than you would think.
Mm-hmm.
But, and in, like, social media, it's a double-edged sword. Like, it can be good or bad, you know? It is good in the sense that, like, I can see what somebody like you is up to. And I'm like, oh, shit, that's cool. Like, homie from back in the day is, like, doing shit. Like, that's one of the things why I wanted to reach out was, like, I'm like, that's just cool seeing other people do music, you know? So how did you get started in music, dude?
Oh, man, so originally I'm from California. I moved here to Alamogordo, you know. I had a friend, Izzy. You remember Izzy?
I do.
Yeah, bro. So he moved here from California as well. And he was like, hey, and one thing that probably changed my life, he was like, hey, do you actually listen to the lyrics? Back then, I would just, like, listen to music, you know, but not actually listen to the lyrics. And I lied, you know. I was like, yeah. And then when he left, I was like, what does he mean by actually listen to the lyrics? So when he left, I would play CDs, bro, and then, like, listen to music. And, like, from that point on, like, they would freestyle and stuff too. And they're like, freestyle, I'd be super shy, bro, never rap. And then just, like, that's where it stemmed from. Like, that's where, like, I always had a love for music, though, like, but that's where it really, like, stemmed from, you know?
Yeah. When did you meet that homie, Izzy?
Should I say probably 8th grade? 8th grade, bro.
8th grade.
And we just called a ruckus, bro.
What was some of the early, like, CDs and shit, you know, the influential ones?
The Game, G-Unit. I remember he would wear the same G-Unit hoodie, bro.
That's right. I do remember that.
Yeah. Bro. So it was like G-Unit, bro. And then we would go to Hastings. We did school.
Oh, yeah.
We would go to Hastings, and there was this magazine. It was called Murder Dog. And then, because I'm from the Bay Area, like California.
Yeah.
And there just was one little magazine, and it said Murder Dog Bay Area. I was like, whoa, that's where I'm from. And it was like Mac Dre, like Too Short, E40 type stuff. I'm like, bro, this is where I'm from. And then there was LimeWire. Remember LimeWire?
Yep.
I was downloading all the music from the Bay Area stuff, and that's what I was just listening to it, and that's just like changed my perspective on music, because at that point, pretty much just seeing everything that was on YouTube, you know, or I mean not YouTube, just like on MTV and stuff, you know.
Yeah. Pre-internet, kind of. Like, the internet was a thing, but it was, like, dial-up, all...
Yeah.
You know, those crazy-ass sounds and shit, like robots talking to each other.
Every other thing on LimeWire was like Soulja Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, man, that's cool. So, like, you listen to music and stuff, but, like, obviously, so you do, like, rap music and you produce your own beats and...
Yeah. So,
how did you get into production? Did you go to school or something?
Yeah, I would, for a while, I would go to somebody and I would record, but I was still shy, you know, and I would go and record, and I didn't like how it would sound, you know, because I would pull up and record, and it didn't sound the way that I would like it. So I figured out there was a school in Arizona. I learned how to record myself, produce myself, and I'd rather just be by myself, recording, doing everything, and that's how I became more comfortable. So that's how everything became like that.
Sick. It's good to be self-sufficient, and like, even if you collaborate later, like, you can share files, and, like, it's just cool to have like some know-how. So like, like what DAW or like what kind of gear do you use, man? Like anything in particular, go to kind of shit?
Shit, I'll make beats in Logic Pro, and then I'll bounce those beats, and then I'll use Pro Tools to mix everything and record in Pro Tools.
Sick. So it's like a two-step process. It starts with the beats usually?
Yeah. Usually you'll start with the beats, and then I'll go straight to Pro Tools.
Nice. What about like lyrics? Do they just kind of hit you random? I'm sure you got like a notepad on your phone, huh? Where you're just like writing shit down.
Well, shit. Funny thing is, cause shout out to homie, because we'll be chilling, and I'll say like one little funny ass bar, and then he'll bounce ideas, and like I mean that's just for one instance, but it's like it's just like different. Like sometimes I'll just be going to wherever I'm going, and random lines will come up to me. But that's the funny thing, like, and then like, but when I'm by myself, I'll make little lyrics or whatever, and then homies be like, hey, who you talking about on this lyric? Or hey, you know, it's like that's the thing, but it's like I don't know, that's just cool, and that's some funny thing that me and him do together.
Like on the way over here, we had a few things going.
Yeah. And it's like on the way here, we would say something, we're like, oh, this would be a little cool little line, you know? Yeah.
Hey, write this down in the notes. Write it down.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been kicking it or doing music or whatever?
Well, we've just been kicking it since what? 2014, 13.
So a good bit now. Do you any collaborations or sessions or anything? Or?
No, I don't do music. I'm the ear and the supporter.
Yeah, he's just kind of like he has the ear, or like anytime I would record something, I have a good song, I'll send it to him, you know, and he'll give me the ear, and you know, like he just you know, he has a good ear. We first linked like not even on. Just like, hey, listen to this artist. We both like the same artist type stuff, and yeah.
I mean, just friendship in general. Like you don't have to call it anything. It's just like
that's what it was.
There's no strings attached. It's like just homies. You know, that's cool as shit though. Yeah, that's tight, man.
It was a sleazy Sunday, we called it.
Yeah, we would chill on Sundays and just get hella drunk on Sunday, drink some gin, and call it Sleazy Sundays, and that's how it came about.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. I like that. And you never know, like if it blows up or something, you have someone in your corner who's been there before it all turned into something.
Well, that's the thing, because like I kind of got
people come out of the woodwork later, like, dude, I know you, man. What's good?
Well, like I kind of got kicked out of my grandpa's house, and he was like, bro, pull up, you know. And I was staying at his crib for a little bit, and he would work, and I would just be like doing whatever I had to do to get money, you know. He'd come through and like, what you working on today, type stuff, and that's how it was, the type of relationship it was, you know.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was fun times.
You want to pour some of that champagne?
Of course.
Hell yeah, man. There's some cups for you guys.
I'm not a bartender, but
yeah, you might want to let it slide down the edge there.
I'll let the host do it, bro.
I'm not necessarily no expert, but I don't know about champagne, man. I don't know shit.
Me either.
It's good though. Yeah. I know that it's good. Some of it can be kind of dry though, huh? But this one's good. When we had that sip out front.
The blue one, the blue Bel Air, that's just really good.
Yeah, for the listeners too. So we were texting earlier, and you mentioned these twisted teas. These are pretty dope.
Oh yeah, man.
How long you been on these? For a little bit.
Yeah, I'll sip a couple twisted teas, bro, and I'll just be there on my laptop getting in the vibe, you know, and it gets me to where I need to go.
I could see these getting out of control because they go down so easy.
Yeah,
next thing you know, you're like slipping.
Yeah, they're so smooth, bro.
Especially the 24 ounces.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because they got the tall boys. Yeah.
Because I wasn't necessarily skeptical, but I'm like a beer guy, you know, fucking beer, and I don't want to call it anything in particular, but remember like those Four Locos and those crazy ass energy drinks.
The Four
and
Locos, bro. God damn. Bro.
I was like,
you got a Four Locos story?
Yeah, let's hear it.
You got one?
No. Well, I probably do. I just don't remember because I was so shitty. But I just remember those never really mixing with my chemistry.
Yeah,
you know?
Everyone
has always
a Four Locos. You got one? I know you got one.
It ended up with me throwing up. I couldn't tell you though. I don't know the whole night, but
I'm sure people listening in can relate to that.
Hey, put your Four Locos story in the comments.
I know,
good idea.
for sure.
Good idea. Very good idea.
Four Locos and Mad Dog 2020.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah, because some of those like drinks, man, you just don't know. You're like, well, like what kind of alcohol is in here? It says 5%, but you're like, what's the alcohol base? You know, and different alcohol affects you differently. Like vodka or tequila or something, it's completely different. You know, so I'm always kind of wondering, like, what the hell is in here?
Hey, but they're smooth though, huh?
Yeah, it's smooth. It's definitely smooth. So where are you at nowadays? Are you in Alamo, or are you just bouncing around, kind of?
Man, I'm bouncing around, man. Alamo, Cruces. I've been back in the Bay, home where I'm really from, doing music videos, recording with people out there, working with people out there, man. So I'm just
recently just did a video.
Yeah, I just actually put a video on YouTube, Bury Me and Babe, so check that out.
Yeah, I actually did check that out, but for people listening in, we'll put the link
to that. Yes, sir. And I'm going back at the end of the month, too, so, yeah.
What kind of catalog do you have out? Like, are you on Spotify or SoundCloud?
Yeah, I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, man. I mean, just
the general platforms, streaming stuff.
Yeah.
What kind of do you have full albums or singles or?
So what I do,
forgive my ignorance. I should have looked into it more. You know, I'm gonna definitely check you out more now that
you're good, bro.
Now that we're kicking it. But
I feel like these days in the streaming era, like, just keep on putting the singles out. Why pull a whole album out when it's like 10? And then it won't really, people ain't going to listen to 10 albums with the attention span.
Nope.
So just instead of putting 10 albums, just drop 10 singles. Boom, boom, boom. And that would run it up for the singles and put that up for your, whatever your distribution is, you know?
I 100% agree, you know, because I was doing some research too. And I put out a couple singles. Like I have this little kind of, like, it's just a little project I did because it's just called My Friend Pat. Because like I had mutual friends that would be like, yeah, dude, my friend Pat.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, dude, like Pat's my friend too. You know, like you don't have to say my friend Pat. Like you could just say Pat. But like then like these same friends would be like, yo, my friend Pat. Like when I'd come over.
Yeah.
And so like it just became this thing, like my friend Pat.
Yeah.
And so like when I was doing this music all by myself, like I'd write some guitar riffs or whatever, and then, you know, record one guitar part, pan it left, or, you know, record the second guitar part, pan it right.
Well, that's great that you said the panning, because whenever I record, because I record my own music, so I'll lay my own vocals down, the main vocal, and then I'll do my ad-lib, one ad-lib to the left, then one to the right, and then I'll make it fuller.
Dude, that stereo feel.
That stereo, yeah. So that's cool that you said that, because that's something that I'll do that will stand out, you know?
You got to have that 3-dimensional space in your mix. Like if everything is just centered, it's all squashed.
Especially when you put it on the headphones and you can hear it, putting it all together. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, man.
But yeah, I would do like multi-tracking recording, and I just do all the parts myself, guitars, drums, bass, vocals, and I just called it My Friend Pat. And there's only a few songs out there, but...
It's
like
very nice.
I have a bunch of songs I've written over the years, and I haven't put out any of my more songs I would say are like my real art, these songs just kind of happened. The My Friend Pat stuff was just kind of like
that's the best
ideas,
that's the best thing. It's like the songs that I think about the most, or I put more intricate thought or whatever, you know, like I'll play him a lot of songs. He's like, dude, drop it. And finally, whenever I drop a song, he already knows this song. It's like 3-4 months, you know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. It's just like, I think it's something about being a creative, you know? Like, I'm so picky with my stuff, you know?
Yeah, there's so much in the vault. He sends it to me all the time. I'm like, yo, like this, you know, has the potential for this. And he's like, no. Then he makes another one, and then another one. And I'm like, dude. He's like, you remember this song? I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, I just showed it to you last week. I'm like, dude, you showed me like 12 of them already.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's the thing. I'm always creating, though. I always want to be a creative, like a mood, whatever mood or whatever. If me and him chill, we have a little vibe going, or I just always want to put in the music, a beat, you know, like that's beats. I mean, everything, man. I'm always creating, man. Like I always try to, no matter what I'm doing, I always want to create, man.
I totally relate.
I just want to, I just want to influence others to create, like keep creating, man. You know, like
that's cool as shit. I can totally relate. That's like I can't not do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I can't not create stuff.
I'm kind of I'm obsessed with music, bro. Like I listen to music every single day. I'm watching documentaries. I'm hitting this like, hey, you hear this song? Or he's sending me like, you hear this song? Like, bro, I can't go one day without listening to music. Like it's in me, you know. And I just want to inspire others to keep going, keep creating, you know.
Dude, yeah. Like people are doing cool shit. Like I have a friend who wrote a book.
That's hard.
These dudes have a whole arcade. They refurbish and rebuild all these pinball machines and all this stuff. People who make music, people who skate. Like, I like people out there doing it, like whatever their craft is. You know? it's just interesting to me, like people just getting something.
Man,
you know,
just love it, bro. Do it. Why not? Like,
be the best at it.
Yeah, the money's gonna come. Like, I mean, money's coming now, but it's like, even if I didn't get paid 1 cent, I would do it, like, because it's what I love to do. And not even if I never got paid for it, but I inspire somebody else to get money out of it, or for them to inspire, that's what I do it for. Like, I just want to be blessed so I could bless others, type of stuff, you know?
Absolutely, dude. And your art has to be enough for you. Like, you're like, I'm doing it for the sole purpose of making something. And anything else that comes after is like just extra, you know?
Right.
But there's nothing more satisfying than that, than the act of creating.
Even if it's just one person listening to share my song, that's more than enough. Then, like, you can give me $1 million and no one's ever heard it, but if one person heard it, that's more than $1 million. You know what I mean? Just like,
yeah, it's the gears are turning and they're hearing it, and it's like, you know, they're internalizing it and relating with it, and like everyone's in their own universe, you know. Like, you know, we could look at the same can and like I see blue and yellow and you see blue and yellow, but it might look actually different to you than it does to me. But like everyone's in their own universe.
But like the description and perception is different, type thing, you know.
Yeah, when somebody hears your stuff, you know, like who knows what it is to them?
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
You know, and it could. So many bands have, like, you know, saved lives. Artists, you know, or
Nirvana type stuff. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm influenced by all of it. Rap, Nirvana, Blink-182, bro.
Yep. Yeah.
Bro, back in Chaparral, I was like, should I be a rapper or a skater? I was like on the edge, bro. Type stuff, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's good shit, man. So the Bay Area, you just went down to SF or Oakland or the whole...
SF, San Francisco, Oakland is like considered the Bay Area.
Yeah.
But I'm tapped in with a lot of good friends out there, man. I had a show there recently in October, huh? I think October. Did a show out there for Nefta Pharaoh. He's a pretty big artist out there in the Bay Area. So I did a show, open up for him, man. And when I go over there, man, it's nothing but love. So it's just like
a lot of connections out there.
Yeah, it opens up my perception on everything, you know.
I've always been drawn to SF, San Francisco, because of skateboarding. That picture behind you, that piece of grip tape, that's a spot in San Francisco. It's called Hubba Hideout. Yeah. It's no longer there, but it's a famous skate spot, you know, because skateboarding is all about architecture and finding the newest, you know, or the iconic spots.
The sickest stairway you could get.
I'm going to grind down this thing or whatever. But people would travel the world to go to SF. They still do SF because it's all the hills.
Dope, bro. Sometimes
the hills are crazy, so it naturally creates all this
You could pull up at a stop sign, and you're literally like this, bro. Dude. So when you let go of the...
Just imagine driving stick shift.
That's scary. What they say. Being a truck driver, bro. That would be the worst.
Dude, I was driving over there. I went there this summer. I haven't been there in like 10 years. I've only been there twice. I took some homies there in like 2011. We went on a skate trip. It was dope.
That's cool.
It was sick as fuck. And we hunted down some of these iconic spots and skated them. But
that's fun.
It's like the shit you grow up on in the videos and the stuff that we used to watch on the videos. We're like, yeah, man, like to go there.
Did you go down the world's crookedest street too, or no?
Lombard? Yeah. I didn't get around to that one yet. I was on Lombard. I just didn't go all the way to the top.
Parking in San Francisco is so horrible, bro.
Dude, you got to pay for everything, too. Fuck.
I was calling him, bro, I can't afford this, bro. I got to pay to park, bro.
Dude, you ain't kidding. Dude, it's crime like a motherfucker up there now.
Oh, it's called, in San Francisco, it's called bipping.
And they do smash and grabs.
Yeah, it's called
constantly.
bipping.
There's like signs.
It's called bipping. So I was going to pull up to the spot, right? And I was like, cool, I finally found a spot. Pulled up, you see glass all over the floor. I'm like, oh, this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. But now I think they made it a law. Like if it's under $999, that there's nothing.
It's
like
a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, there's nothing that the cops will do. So like the homeless people will go into the CVS's and stuff, take what they want for the day, and they're good.
Yeah, I just imagine that too, because even if you tried to steal $1,000 worth of shit from the CVS, like it'd be hard to get it all in like one backpack or something.
So they just like take the little whatever they need for the day, they're taking it.
Those motherfuckers, man.
And to keep up with all that all day long. Yeah.
I was like, hey, bro, you need anything back home?
You know what the shitty thing is too is like if the shop owner like fucking beat somebody up or shot someone, they would be the ones in the news like, oh, this fool's racist or something, you know, and you're like, nah, these motherfuckers are stealing his livelihood.
I'd be like, bro, it would be me to steal something and then I get fucking have something with the fucking shop owner, you know?
Yeah. It's just you just gotta put the vibes out that you want to receive, you know, and like You know, we've all done stupid shit when we were younger and whatever, but like you get older and you're like, man, that's a human being, you know?
Man,
like I'm not trying to do that to somebody, you know, steal their shit.
man,
What if it was my shit, you know?
I'm
you
a big believer with the energy you put out will come back, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah. Like when we were kids, you know, like we were judgmental. I mean, not necessarily us, but just kids in general. They're like fucking mean and like, you know, it's all about proving yourself or like I could fight or whatever. Like kids are always trying to fight. And you're like, dude, when you get older, like most people out there like might kick your fucking ass.
See, that's the thing. I was a little kid in California and they would force me to fight, bro.
Yeah.
And then I come here to New Mexico and I'm like, not to downplay New Mexico, but nobody was fighting, bro. I'm like,
it's a whole different ball game out here.
I'm like, oh shit, you know, like, damn, this is fucking. I had to adjust to it, type stuff. You know what I mean? But
yeah, people are pretty friendly here for the most part.
Well, when I first came, I went to Oregon. What elementary did you go to?
I went to La Luz Elementary, except for 5th grade, and then I went to Oregon.
Oh, you went to Oregon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I went to.
It was a rough year for me, man.
I came into Oregon, right, bro, and nobody was fighting, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody was fighting. I was like, what the hell? And I'm just always getting in trouble for fighting. But in just California, they were like forcing me to fight. I was like, holy shit. And
I think in schools, they need like an MMA class.
Oh, that would be dope.
Where there's like trained fighters. And you're like, all right, kids, like, I know you guys like to fight or whatever, but like, we're going to teach you how to really fight. And we're going to show you that you really don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
But we'll teach you how to defend yourself and teach you like to know what you're doing and to not treat it like just dumb shit, you know?
That would take away
it's serious,
all the bullies, bro. They
would.
They're gonna bully if everybody knew that they had the MMA class. You know?
Yeah,
that's true.
I think it would, and kids would sign up for it.
Yeah. I'm putting my kids.
I know I would have back in the day. I was always bullied in elementary all the way up to middle school.
People need to be humbled, bro. You know, like that's one of the good lessons with anything. You know, like
whatever you do, like I'm humble. Like he knows, you know, like I could pop off, have this ego, but man, I'm just always. I think like I'm always thankful, you know, for every little opportunity comes my way, and like I try to put the homies on type stuff, or you know, like I don't want to be the only one that wants to share success. I want to share it with my friends, family.
Right. Who would you be with just by yourself, you know?
Yeah. So it's like when I come, they said the top is lonely, but it's like you can change that.
Yeah, you can write your own story.
Top, I could be at the top with all my friends, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we always have like we envision this stuff. I'm a big person on projecting everything and manifesting. Like a lot of the artists that I make music with now, back then, bro, I told him like, bro, I'm gonna make a song with this guy. And when I do it, bro, it's like when it happens, bro, I'm just like, holy shit, bro. It's like I fucking told you, bro.
Oh man, I was about to throw one out, but I probably shouldn't yet. Huh?
Do it. Say it.
The Susie.
Oh yeah, say it.
He's got that Susie feature.
So it
ain't out yet, but he got the feature. He's always talking about it. I'm gonna be HBK, blah blah blah.
And so it's like coming from California, it's the HBK gang. I Am Sue. He did stuff with like Wiz Khalifa, 2 Chainz, bunch of stuff.
Too Short.
Like, yeah, it's just like
JN.
Yeah, it's like a big whole California thing, and like we would always listen to it, bro. And like even before we even talk about music, when you would pull up, that's what I would be listening to, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get a song with him one day. And then when I got that song, bro, I was like, bro, I fucking said this shit. I manifested this shit, bro.
So what's the format? Is it like his track and you have a verse on it, or like your like
his track?
Well, it's crazy because I was sending him. So Bay Area, what do you think like Bay Area type music is kind of like? What would you think typically, if you're like familiar with Bay Area type music?
Now, me as a metalhead, I immediately think like Metallica and Exodus and like Bay Area thrash metal from the 80s and shit.
Even Train from San Francisco. You know Train?
Train?
They're more like a pop type band.
I don't know if I do.
I forgot what.
But Bay Area, what rap? Why am I drawing a blank? Like isn't there another Bay Area in like Memphis? Well, isn't there 2 Bay Areas?
Yeah.
Because like I'm thinking of like Frasier Boy and Lil White and all those dudes.
Lil White, he says Bay Area.
He says Bay Area, but he's talking about.
That's not the Bay Area is San Francisco, the Oakland, California. Type shit,
no, that's what I think when Bay Area. But Lil White's not from.
No, there was another artist. I know what you're talking about.
Isn't there another Bay Area?
Yes, because Lil White type shit, and there was a song that was called Bay Area, and it was like a chant.
Bay Area. Yeah.
What is that, bro? Yeah. We'll have to. I'm gonna drop a comment when I find
We're
that
gonna
song.
have to figure this out and do our homework. But why? I don't know. Like enlighten me, man. Who are some like real iconic artists from Bay Area?
E40. You know who E40 is?
I need you know. If I heard it, I would be like, yeah.
Well, once you heard his vocals, you'd be like, oh yeah.
I don't know why the hell I'm ignorant to that. I should know. But hey, it just gives me more to listen to later. You know, because you always like, oh man, I was gonna find something new. What was that? And you just listen to the same old shit. But no, I'll check him out.
I mean, the Bay Area just is a different culture, bro, and it's just a different type of culture. And then like, so whenever I send a bunch of beats to this guy, I am Sue. It was a bunch of like typical Bay Area type beats. He said he wanted to hop on the song, you know, and I was like, bro, he's not hopping on none of the beats, dude. One day I was chilling, made like a guitar riff, drums, listening like to like Juice WRLD, like Killer Roy type stuff. I was like, I'm just gonna send him to this, you know. Next day I wake up and then he sends me an email, and he hopped on that, bro, and just like he hopped on that.
Out of all the beats he sent, like you would never imagine. Through
social or something?
No, because he already said he was gonna do some music with me.
Oh, okay.
So I was just.
How did you make initial contact?
Originally, because he's with HBK Gang, some people know what that is. It's like a big California stuff. So I was just like linking with a bunch of his artist type stuff. Finally, he hit me up and was like, "Yo, let's make some music." So I'm sending like West Coast type, California type stuff, and just sending things. Just like what took a couple weeks, few weeks, even like a month of me just making beats that I would think he would, assuming. And I wasn't getting nothing back. And one day I was just like, and it was the day I didn't want to make music. It was the day like I drank all night. I almost got fired from my job that day.
Yep.
But I was like, I'm going to sip a little bit of gin. I'm going to make some music. I sent him a beat like at 1 a.m. Woke up the next day, got that beat. But it was something totally different, you know?
Yeah.
And then he hopped on like an acoustic with like some hard 808 drums. And he hopped on that, bro, like through email. But it's like all the beats that I assumed or thought he would hop on, he didn't hop on.
Like hi-fi type, like I'm gonna play this in the club. You know,
yeah, like upbeat type stuff. Different. It's like Bay Area is like hi-fi, up-tempo type stuff, but this is like Juice WRLD. What would you say that beat is?
Like I'm gonna lay it out on this track type of beat.
Yeah, like I don't know, like emotional. I'll play it off camera type stuff.
We'll check it out.
Really good, and it caught us by surprise too. Like he was sending me all the beats too. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like the one. Like, you know, you would think he wanna choose, and then he sent me the little snippet. I'm like, dude, what? He picked that one? It was like, and then whatever Kid was going through. That whole moment in time, like he was going through some stuff, and the beat and the lyrics that I Am Sue sent fit, you know, his whole. And
I'm a big that's crazy. That's cool that you spoke on him, because I'm a big believer. Like everything happens for a reason, you know. Like perfect timing. Like we're exactly where we're supposed to be at this very moment. Yeah. Sometimes things, you know what I mean, might not work out. Yeah. But it's to get you right where you want to be or right where you need to be. Yeah. And then that's just like, because I was sending him some, like, I could have a club banger with him, but he sent me some shit that, and that's why I'm taking my time with this song, because it means
it's already
a lot.
Been over, what, 3 months since you got it? 4 months maybe?
But I'm taking my time with this track.
Yeah, dude, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It will be worth it. That's for sure.
Delayed gratification, man. You don't want to rush this shit. You want to treat it.
Yes, sir.
That's like the gym in the vault, you know?
Yeah.
Once that drops, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Just being an ear and then listening to how it fit the whole thing he was going through, and that guy that he looked up to spoke about in that verse, like, you know, everything he was going through, and it was crazy. Just
imagine you're going through something in one period of your time, and then whatever artist you looked up to, you get a feature from that, you know,
and
that was just like, bro, that like. It's not about the validation, but it's just like, bro, you're saying this on my song the way I feel, and I could play this for the homies. I don't care if I get 20 views, but me and the homies and me, so bro, that means the world to me type shit. And that's why it's cool for him to be on the podcast and him.
You couldn't even make it up if you tried.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's
it was mind blowing. Like, dude, you're really going through all this, and
bro, I almost had a tear, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, you're a dude that you look up to for all these years.
I heard it because I woke up the next morning. I was going to Redoso. I got it on the email, and I heard it, and I called him right away. I was like, bro, you gotta listen to this, bro. Like,
and he didn't say who it was from or nothing, and he shoots it over. And I played it on the car, and I just got the chills all over the body. I'm like, bro, this is like what you've been waiting for this whole time. This is a guy you look up to for years, and for him to speak on what you're going through, that is the fucking tip top.
And he didn't necessarily know what you're going through.
That's what I'm
Thousands
saying.
of miles
Which
away.
means
That's
it's like
what
he had those in him
somehow, some
and
way.
the fact that I didn't want to make music that day, you know,
it was insane.
I was like, I'm gonna make a couple beats. I guess I'll throw this to him. He's not hopping on any of these other beats. Let me throw him something, and then within a couple hours, he sends that verse over, bro.
Oh man, I can already hear it in my head.
That's so sick.
It's cool, man.
Man, at least you threw your name in the hat too, because like, if you don't put yourself out there, the answer is no.
Yeah.
But if you put your name out there, or you try, like it's probably no, but it could be a yes.
Yeah.
You know.
But the fact that, because we used to show up as fans, bro, like to the concerts,
Las
bro.
Cruces, he opened up for RMSU, and that's the dude he looks up for.
And MSU, it started off as that.
That was real cool.
I got paid my first show, and then like we went to Arizona, huh?
Yeah.
And they would just be like, yo, it's the boy Rich. Like, before the music shit, they would just know, you know, I'm just pulling up as a fan type stuff.
Yeah.
And for them to be on my songs, like, that shit's cool, bro.
It's kind of, I think, from an outsider, it's just like it's that takes one to know one. Like when you're all fanning out like too hard and you're trying to get in like too much. It's like, you know, people can be like, this dude, I don't know about this guy. But when you're just like, they can tell, they're like, nah, dude, he's like one of us. It's like
that's
like,
how it is.
Like if we ended up if we came from the same town in the same spot, like we would have been homies. It's just like it's like I feel like I know this guy, but I don't know him, but I know him, and like.
He'd be like, "Damn, they really know you, bro."
They can
he
just
didn't
feel
believe
you.
the whole time we're driving to Arizona.
This is the first
he
time.
He thinks I'm bullshitting, bro.
So he's like, "Hey, you want to go with me to this concert?" I'm like, "Who is it?" He's like, "Well, we're about to meet up with Jay Ant. What was the photographer's name?"
I don't know if he G-Eazy, he's pretty like he's a big.
I've heard the name surprisingly, yeah.
So this guy's telling me, he's like, "We're gonna go meet Jay Ant and so at where were we at? ASU, right? The Strip."
Yeah.
Like so, Tucson or Phoenix or something?
Tucson.
Exactly. Tucson's dope, man.
So we go to the skateboard shop, and he's talking about Jay Ant.
Yo, you speaking my language. No.
Yeah, dude, it was a nice little shop.
Yeah.
So they got the table set up and everything. We walk in, and I'm like, nah, we ain't gonna meet nobody. Like, this guy's all talk, whatever. So I walk in, and they're like, yo, Rich.
Yeah.
It's just like, brought him in. I'm like, dude, you were not lying. That was the coolest day ever.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, like, I wanna experience all the cool shit with my friends, bro. Like,
that was fun. And then we're on the Strip. Jan's like, where's the Bombay at? So we're walking down to the CVS. We buy a bottle of Bombay, some juice, some lemonade, and we come up and we're just sipping with Fat Boy, J.N., the photographer, Rich. And we're just right there chilling. I'm like, dude, this is so crazy because I thought you bullshit me the whole time. But here we are, just hanging out with these dudes.
This is stuff that, like, we would listen to, you know what I mean? Like,
that's cool as shit.
That was cool.
And what's cool too is just to bro down with them, and you're like, they're just people.
Yeah,
they're just homies, and like you're probably even similar in age, right? Yeah. Are they older or younger or same age?
Same age.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like,
but like they're making music with like Wiz Khalifa doing things for like G's, you know, like these well-established. They can be dicks, big ego, but
but they're real cool, down to earth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's cool. That was
fun,
dude.
Man. Where's the weed? Where's the Bombay? Yeah. Shit, we ain't got no weed, but we get the Bombay real quick. Walking down the Strip. That was cool, man. Got a little footage.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
That's freaking
and
cool.
I thought he was bullshitting me the whole time.
Oh man.
but he thought he was bullshitting, but he took me the whole way though, you know?
So, I drove him, I'm like, fuck it, I'm down.
Why not? Yeah.
I'm driving to fucking Tucson, one eye open like a fool. But we made it.
That's right.
We made it to where we needed to be.
That's cool as fuck. And then you probably have that moment where you're walking down the street with them and stuff, and you're like, "What the fuck? Like this is really happening?
Yeah.
Did we just become best friends?"
Yeah. That's cool.
No, that was a cool ass day, man. And then just to see Jay Ant, like how he's progressed, and then this guy gets in link with him, and Jay Ant's texting back and forth like, "Oh, let's do this, let's do that, blah blah blah." I'm like, "Yo, this is fucking nuts."
That's super cool, dude.
Bro, yeah. I'm telling you,
I'm happy to hear that, man. That's dope.
Yeah,
like,
man,
and this is way before, like, even like music shit, you know, just like some shit that we would just listen to, you know. Like, and then for this to happen now, I mean, that's just hella cool.
You never know where you'll end up, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that before you came over. I was thinking back to like, man, homie from way back in school, and like, I never would have imagined we'd be like sitting here like, like a podcast or something,
that's just
talking about music, 15, 20 years later, like 15 years later, or 16, whatever.
Yeah. Exactly, because he's like, you remember Patrick, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I know a couple of Patricks, and I see your face. It's like, yeah, the fucking skateboarder that hung out with Spaz.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah. Shout out Spaz.
Shout out Spaz in the first dab.
Yeah. He did one of my logos too. He's killing
he
with
did
the
a couple of
design.
mine too.
He's killing with the DJ shit too. Shout out Spaz.
He's another one, man. As soon as he comes to town, I'm gonna be like, dude, come over
you
here.
gotta get him on here.
Tell me some stuff, man, because he's like getting it.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll bring him some stuff that I don't remember. That's why I want him on. He'll say some shit. That shit's funny, bro.
He always brings up old stories from. I'm talking like elementary school.
Yeah.
Because if you remember that one time in elementary, and I'm like, dude, it's been a while.
Funny story about this. He'll vouch for this. He moved from Roswell, I think, and so I came straight from California, right? Coming from Friday, whenever. I eventually started my own little group of people. I'm like, hey, if you want to be the part of this little gang or whatever, like you, and like all the homies started beating them up, and that's how me and him became friends. Me and Spaz, we both got a suspension. I didn't even touch him, but the homies were beating them up.
Shit.
And then we both got. This was the first time I ever got in school suspension. Like goddamn 5th grade. Who gets that shit at 5th grade? You know?
Yeah.
And then me and him become friends, and that's how it happens.
Yeah, and ain't no one want to be beating up on him now. He's like a foot taller than me.
Yeah,
I'm like, that dude would crush me like a can.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Shout out to Spaz, bro.
Yeah, he's a big boy now. God damn. I see him and I'm like, what's up, dude? Like, how you doing up there?
Yeah.
Look. Yeah, he's cool as shit. Super cool, man. We go way back. He's one of the people from the furthest back. Like, I've known him since literally like 1st grade.
Oh, wow.
And you're like, holy shit,
while.
we were little ass kids, you know?
So
it's cool to see him.
So he came down here and then moved and then came back?
Spaz?
Yeah.
I never really knew that he left. I don't even ever remember a time where he was gone. Because I remember him in elementary, middle school, and high school is always a blur. Because I lost touch with everyone in high school. Like, I have my skate homies in high school, but I wasn't really around much. I was like in school for the bare minimum, show up, do my classes and shit, and then I was out of there. And I was at Washington Park like every other minute.
How you feel about the whole skate community, bro? Like, what do you think about it now?
Yeah, what do you think about
Alamo or in general?
Just like in general, Alamo type stuff, or like any dope skaters, OG skaters, bro.
I love it. What skateboarding has done for my life is just I can't even describe it. Like, it's literally
Do you think it goes like skateboarding and music goes hand in hand?
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, skateboarding is music. It's art. Like, the way that people move, the style. It's not about what you do. Like, you could do a kickflip or you could do like a kickflip, you know? It don't matter if you could do a kickflip, but who's dope, you know, and who's like, there's a swag to it. There's an art. There's the architecture.
What was your go-to shoe?
Oh, man.
There's
a company called SES with a little like a apostrophe accent.
Like what do they call it? Cursive ES.
Yeah, like a script kind of. So
what about about
SXLs
about the SB Dunks?
Oh yeah.
You ever skate in the SB Dunks?
I fucking haven't. But there's this dude, Louis Marnell. He's a skater who passed away, but he repped the Dunks hardcore, and he made it look so sick.
Back then, you know how much their SB Dunks are going for now?
Bro,
I imagine
they are up. Back then, like I would go to the outlet mall in El Paso, I'll get them for like 30, 40, 50 bucks. Now they're going for like what?
$400, $500.
Yeah, bro.
Easy.
SB Dunks, bro, are going crazy, bro.
My homie Fabian Hargraves, I don't know if you know him, Fabes.
Oh yeah.
He's a sneakerhead. I want to get him on here and like pick his brain about some shoes. This dude knows some shoes, man.
Yeah.
He's got some Dunks. He's got cool ones, man. He'll post them on Instagram. Like, he had some Christmas ones. They're all candy cane and shit. Like, I mean, he's got like all kinds of dope ones, man. You're like, God damn, like, so sick. Like, I went to his house one time and he has like a just shoe boxes, just like a huge stack of just,
shit.
you know, he's got I don't know. Hopefully I'm not getting it wrong, but that's a blurry memory. But it was like super late at night, you know.
Right.
Took him home at like 4 a.m. and never been into his apartment. And he's like, yeah, come upstairs for a minute, you know. And then I just saw all these shoes. I was like, damn, dude. Like,
for sure.
You got the good shit.
Are going up, huh?
Yeah, too crazy.
Man.
Like once they drop one, it's what, like $225, $250 for a pair.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
And if it's a collaboration, you're paying over $500 maybe. It's nuts.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think the skateboarding culture and all that is dope. It's like it's never gone away, you know. Like,
do you think it's like more underground now? Who would you say is the most like popular skateboarder right now?
Shit, it's hard to say. I mean, like
because even when we were kids, like. Of course, Tony Hawk and
Tony Hawk is like the Michael Jordan of skateboarding.
Yeah.
You don't have to know basketball to know Michael Jordan.
You don't have to know skateboarding and know Tony Hawk.
Games? Yeah. What were the video games? There was a Tony Hawk video
Pro
game.
Skater.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 through like a whole
17.
And then there's like a skate and there's
Skate
several
1, 2.
Several
it's like even if you didn't
editions.
skateboard, you still play those games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was what was the skateboard when you could skate through New Orleans?
The game?
Yeah. You remember?
Shit, I don't remember.
You can like skate through New Orleans and like
the French Quarter and shit.
Yeah. Which one was that one?
I don't remember. That's tight though, like Dirty South, French Quarter.
I'm trying to think of it, dude, because it sounds really
graveyard
familiar.
and stuff. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, it's probably one of the later ones because I'm really familiar with the early ones. Because I mean, to give you a history of my gaming experience, like the last system I owned was a PS2. What? So I'm like,
hey, what's your go-to game on PS2?
My favorite game is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Oh, dude, yes, that was a real good one.
I fucking love that game. I still play that game.
I heard they're making another one.
Another San Andreas?
No, or like a new Grand Theft Auto.
Oh,
dude. I mean, I know the newer ones are dope too.
GTA 5 is pretty cool, yeah.
So
it's a lot of shit you could do.
There's just something about San Andreas though.
Yeah.
Because it's like it was kind of cheesy and kind of cartoony and just like, but the gameplay was really cool and they had a lot more options than the previous ones. Like in Vice City, you would just hit the water and you'd be wasted. You couldn't swim, and I don't think you could fly either, and you couldn't like parachute and shit, and like
you couldn't like go past a certain like, height or something.
Yeah, but like San Andreas opened the door to all these other kind of things.
I'm living here. My dad goes to visit California and he's playing a demo. This is back when they had demos. He's like, "Hey, there's a game that you can do whatever you want." I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, you can steal a car, you can drive,
picking up
you
a hooker,
can beat somebody up.
You can play a video game inside of a video game.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't know. He's like, he's like, you could do whatever you want. I'm like, what the hell, dude?
That shit tripped me out. Like you can.
And this is when Grand Theft Auto 3 came and it dropped, and I think Spaz was with me because I was living here in 5th grade, and I had a Grand Theft Auto 3 party, and bro, we're just like
that game
playing
so
Grand
sick.
Theft Auto 3. I think that's the most influential, like most greatest like game ever, dude.
Yep. Yeah, it really is. I love the GTA series, man. I love it.
So you haven't played GTA 5 at all?
I have a little
like
bit. I haven't owned it, but like my brother, he keeps up on the games and stuff. So I played it at his house a little bit, and
yeah, that's
dope. Like I would almost get a system like just to have that game.
Play that.
What about you ever play Conker's Bad Fur Day on Nintendo 64?
I do remember some of those. Yeah,
what you know about that, bro?
I never played it a whole lot, but I do remember.
What was it?
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
What the hell?
Yeah, or like the early PlayStation.
I don't even think I ever owned a 64.
PlayStation 1 was the shit.
It's too poor for that shit.
Like they had so many fucking
You
games.
ain't got no friends that had that shit.
Yeah, but I probably never got a turn.
He's right there.
Yeah, man. Good shit.
I don't remember that.
So what's? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I remember GameCube and playing a Sega.
GameCube. I fuck with GameCube.
Yeah.
I had a Super Nintendo. Still do.
What?
Yeah.
What games you play on that one?
Shit. Mortal Kombat. Like Mortal Kombat 2 in particular.
Who's your go-to character?
I like all of them, man. I went through phases with different ones.
Who's the go-to?
Till this day.
I fuck with Raiden, bro.
Yeah. I liked Reptile because I knew his fatality, but I also knew his staged fatalities.
Oh.
So you could punch him into the spikes in the ceiling and then off the bridge where they fall.
You gotta put a little fucking.
But I also knew his
you gotta
fatality.
put a fatality in the screen, bro.
So I could do a fatality on every stage with Reptile. But like now I have the printouts where it's like it shows you the codes for each one. But like one of my favorite characters was always Kung Lao, the dude with the hat, the razor hat. Yeah, he's bad.
I think my go-to would be Liu Kang.
Oh yeah, classic.
I like
They're all dope.
I like Johnny Cage because he was like quick and boxing type shit. But
yeah, and he wasn't like superhuman. I mean, he was, but he was kind of just a regular dude. He wasn't like a demon from hell, like Scorpion or something.
Yeah, I would say Raiden and Johnny Cage was my favorite characters.
I love them all. I love the whole franchise. I just think it's cool as shit.
And I try to watch the old Mortal Kombat. It's so corny, huh?
Can't get into that.
The original one?
Yeah. Have you tried to watch it now recently?
I like the original one.
You don't think it's corny?
I mean, it's a little cheesy, but the worst one was the sequel, like Annihilation.
Oh,
that one was bad. But the original one, dude, with that girl who played Sonya Blade, what's her name? God damn it, my brother would know, but she's also in Billy Madison.
The blonde girl.
The teacher.
Yeah.
She's
badass. Bridget Wilson. I think that's her name. No, maybe that's the chick from Mad TV. I'm fucking up. You guys let us know. Who's the chick from Mortal Kombat?
Drop it in the comments.
And also post who your favorite Mortal Kombat comment.
I forgot we're on fucking podcast.
But no, that's the goal. If you forget,
I got stuck in conversation.
Then we're doing it right. It slips away from you. But no, I love the original Mortal Kombat because it's just funny as shit. Like there's little bits of humor, like where Johnny Cage tries to get Liu Kang to carry his luggage, and Liu Kang just drops it in the water, and he's like, "Just another starstruck man, huh?" Just like punches him. It's like his fucking luggage is just in the water.
I think it was so corny, bro. I try to watch it, bro.
It's a little cheesy, but I think it for the time that was early. It was like 90,
for the time at that point, that was
or 97 or something.
Yeah, that was old. That was hard. That was really hard.
Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah. But I played the Super Nintendo, man. There's some good games for that.
Super Nintendo, yeah.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. Crash Bandicoot.
That was so frustrating, bro.
All those demos.
I can't pass this one. It was always cool. Never get tired of that.
Shit, man. So what's good lately? Like any new stuff up and coming or?
Did we already cover the new video? We did, huh?
I got a video that just dropped. It's doing pretty good.
What's the title?
Bury Me and Bape.
And it's on YouTube. We'll put the link.
Mm-hmm.
It's a short video though, right? It's like I checked it out. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's like.
So how does that work? Do you meet up with a crew like somebody else does the filming and editing, or do you have like
it's all. I mean, I've been trying to have it with people in New Mexico, but I just go on. I went to California and just did it, and then I recorded it in L.A. He's the guy that I recorded. He has his own studio. He's the DJ at Boogie. Boogie is signed to Eminem. Yeah. So I recorded at his studio. Went to the Bay, and so it was just like a random trip though. I was like, I just gotta get out of town for a little bit. So I did that. Hit him up. Went for the homie recording in L.A. And then I went to San Francisco and did the video real quick, and it came out pretty good, bro. Like,
it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like good cinematic street scenes and just like
with the steam and shit in the middle of the street.
Oh, that was cool. I liked that part.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Like Bape, even Bape is like Pharrell. You know Pharrell.
Yeah.
Remember Compton Terry or whatever with Bam Margera?
I think so.
Bam
yeah.
Margera?
He was like with Pharrell's skateboard team. He killed somebody.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Yeah, he killed somebody.
Who killed somebody? Bam?
So, no, not Bam, but remember Compton Ass Terry. Remember Bam Margera?
I'm about to Google
the show that he had.
Viva La Bam?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember
and Jackass and CKY and all that
remember Compton Ass Terry, bro. His pants were all the way down, dude. TK, I think his name was TK.
Compton Ass.
All right, pull it up, bro. You know.
Wait a minute, not Terry Kennedy.
Yes, bro. Terry Kennedy. He killed somebody, bro.
This guy?
Show him. He will know, yes.
No way.
Put it on the goddamn video.
I'm gonna show everybody.
He killed somebody, bro.
This guy under good music.
Oh, yep, that's him. He was, remember Currency?
What? Yes. That is Terry Kennedy.
Yeah, dude, he killed somebody.
Y'all see that?
Remember Currency?
Maybe not, but it's a quick video.
Hey, Currency?
Yes.
I could throw a screenshot.
Currency was in a Fly Society group with him.
No way.
He killed
this
somebody,
guy
bro.
killed somebody.
Like murder or like
murder, bro. He's murder, bro.
What
he
the
killed
fuck?
somebody, bro.
Jesus Christ.
But his name was Compton as
Terry.
TK, bro. Terry Kennedy.
Wow.
So Pharrell had the ice cream team. So like Bape. Well, what I'm saying is Bape is like some Pharrell that he would rock. But yeah, and he had another thing called Ice Cream, and he had a skateboard team too, and he was with the skateboard team.
Isn't that Gucci Mane with the ice cream and shit?
No.
Is that different?
No, that's just a whole
Totally different.
Yeah,
but there's ice creams.
It was like an ice cream. It was like
I
a
remember the
clothing
brand. Yeah, the brand.
It was a clothing brand. And then TK was signed to Pharrell. You know who Pharrell is?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just
And TK was what did you say it was? Fly Society?
Yeah,
Fly
Fly
I remember
Society.
that.
You remember that
yeah.
shit? Oh shit.
Yeah, because it's in some of the skate videos and shit.
Yeah,
like,
with the plane and shit. Yeah.
Baker 3 and
They used to have some hard ass skate videos back then. Like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, what was that skating video that they used to have? It was like a silly ass video, bro.
Is it CKY?
Oh
Yeah.
dude.
That's the Bam Margera crew.
Yeah, it was
That
right around
is
that time.
him.
Where they're just
CK
doing dumb, crazy shit. It's
Yeah.
like they're part of the
one time
Jackass crew.
It was like an off brand. One time me and Spaz were like, let's just start doing our own shit. Didn't really go too well because we would get in trouble. But
Those guys are gnarly.
yeah, dude, he
And they just came out with a new one too.
Dude, I got to see that new
He
one.
got in trouble for he murdered somebody, bro.
Wow, that's a
I
fucking
didn't
shame.
know that
Goddamn. Because he's a hell of a dude, like a hell of a skateboarder and talented rapper guy, and just like a persona.
Everything, yeah.
Like people looked at him like, dude, that dude's cool, you know, but like I can't back anybody like murder. Like if it's like some self defense shit, you know,
All right, I got
you know, like for sure. Like if it comes down to like defense, you know, or like I don't know, but I can't, you know that.
TK, shut up, man. I mean, I want to say shout out TK, but we can't do that. We're gonna get canceled.
Oh man, canceling these days. Man, shit's crazy now, man.
You can't say anything.
What do you think of the current state of the world, man? Without getting too political or too COVID this or that,
I'm gonna
but
just
like
say chaos.
just chaos, bro.
It's up and down.
I think the media makes it seem worse than it is.
Of course.
I think like if
with
you
anything,
if
like,
you talk to somebody, you're like, oh, like we speak different about things, but like overall, like
Hey, they're
we
even
can relate. But
I
they make
think-
it seem like everyone's like
they're
so
trying to,
different.
they're trying to cancel Joe Rogan right now, huh?
Oh, man,
good
they're
luck.
coming after Joe
He
Rogan.
said
Good
good
luck.
luck. Hey, Joe Rogan's the last of a dying breed, bro.
Joe Rogan is the shit.
Hey,
I
he
agree.
knows some shit, bro. Hey, it's Team Rogan over here.
Yeah, his little video, his address, that
Yeah.
little 10-minute video
Yeah,
where he
yeah.
addresses it. It's like he's so logical. And,
Yeah, and he's like,
and
look.
straight up, and he's such a straight up guy. Like, I don't know. I don't know him, but I feel like I know him, and I
Yeah.
totally have his back.
Yeah, that's
And
a
like-
good podcast.
Yeah, I love that dude. Like,
I would've
I love his
known.
comedy. I like the fighting shit that he does. I
Yeah.
love his message. I love his
kicks,
platform.
Bro. His kicks. he
I
has
totally respect that dude.
Yeah.
Like I look up to him in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
But
fuck
even
Neil
his
Young and all
podcast,
these other
he has
people.
like 3-hour podcasts and it's just them talking, you know. But it's like, it's good. It's good shit to
And
watch.
It's entertaining.
Dude, he talks to doctors and musicians and
Scientists,
and-
artists, YouTubers,
Yeah.
skateboarders, rappers, whatever, bro.
dude, he sat there with Snoop, you know.
You seen that?
Yeah.
He got Elon Musk to smoke.
Elon Musk, dude.
No way,
Like
I didn't see
you're
that.
talking about talking to Elon Musk and like some
And you get him
professor
to
from Harvard and Snoop Dogg, and you're like,
We got them
damn.
all under the same roof.
Wiz Khalifa was on it too.
No way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
the
have
shit.
known anything current without Abby showing me.
Yeah.
Shout out to wifey.
Dude, I had to listen to the one. I
Shout out
listened
to
to a
Abby.
lot.
Shout
but-
out to Abby Lynn and
Yes.
Adam coming on the
All
podcast.
right, no, thanks, babe. Love you.
Shout out to Kaizen too.
Oh, Kaizen, love you, dog.
So getting back into the music stuff, like how do you put on a show? Like
Oh, bro,
Do
let's
you-
go back to the first show.
how does it start? Like, cause I'm in a rock band, so like we take all our gear and
Oh,
we set
so
up,
yeah,
So
so
we
yeah.
want to
mic
hear
our
that
amps
first.
and all that shit. But
How
like,
does that work
So,
first?
So
How do you do it, man?
My,
Like-
my first show, bro.
Like
it was
logistics.
you know who Little Flip is, right?
yep.
Game Over, Little Flip. I got hit up to do. Bro, I was nervous, bro.
That was your first show?
Yeah, I pulled
And it
up.
was here in Alamo.
You remember Palm Side?
Palm
Yeah.
Side.
I pull up. We were already drinking anyways, huh?
Oh, goodness
We were
gracious.
drinking, turning up in the parking lot. Homies are giving me Bombay shots.
You know, let's flip that because I think you were giving us the Bombay shot.
I mean, either or.
Vice versa. We're off.
It's not here nor there.
Yeah, we
But
don't know.
I recorded a song that night. I recorded that song that night to make it like a turn-up song, you know? I tried to make like a turn-up song to perform. So I kind of forgot of the lyrics. So we're on stage, and I just bring all the homies out. We're turned up, blah, blah, blah. Jump into the crowd. You say it, bro. You were there.
Well, are we going to put in that you forgot your lyrics, or we already did?
No, I already said it.
All
Yeah,
right.
I forgot my lyrics, so I
anyways,
jump in the crowd.
He forgets his lyrics. He jumps in the crowd trying to get everybody hyped up. And then out of nowhere, would you get hit with the bottle?
I got hit in the face.
You got slapped in the face with the bottle. Bam, that shit busts.
Good thing I had a Ray-Ban. Shout out to Ray-Ban, bro.
I know, that kept his eyes.
They took the blunt
Yeah,
for you.
they took the impact.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm right behind this guy, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck just happened? And I see it was a female, slapped him in the face. And then his homeboy came up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just cold cocked him. Bow.
First show ever, bro.
First show ever. Forgot the lyrics.
Just
got
turned
slapped in the
south,
face.
just got crazy,
It
huh?
just went downhill.
But that's in retrospect, bro. Like that was my first show ever, and then now I'm open up for like my favorite artist type stuff, you know. So that's a good story because like
Where you come from to where you're at now.
At that
Yeah.
point, I could be like, man, I don't want
This
to. I don't
is
want to
the
make
end.
music no more. Like this is my first show ever. Like I'm embarrassed. Like
Yeah,
a lot of
see?
people from Alamo, you know, like. You know, I could have been discouraged. I could have been like,
Could have just said, fuck it.
I
fucked
was
up.
like, bro,
Done.
like I've let everybody down.
Well, and I'm just an outsider here, but was there some lessons learned? Like,
Oh, yeah.
because
No,
if you show up drinking and
Yeah,
you're like,
don't
fuck,
drink
I forgot
Bombay
my
before the
words,
concert.
and you're like, sometimes it's good for things to happen early on, because then you know.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
I need to take this more
Exactly.
seriously,
And for the
right?
fir-
like when I
but
show up for a higher profile.
On retrospect, though, imagine your first show ever, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
happened to you. How would like you could be discouraged and be like, bro, I don't want to perform ever again. Like this ain't it.
Oh, if it turns into a train wreck?
yeah,
just like that.
imagine, you know, like
Yeah.
like fuck this shit, you know. But like I kept going, had a couple shows, and then like you said, Las Cruces. I am.
Oh, the
I am
IMC one, that
Sue,
was-
like Trinidad James. He's a big artist. I opened up for him, and just like now I just got back from California doing some shit for Netha Farrow, who's a big artist in California. But like that shit could have really like hindered my dreams
could
type
just
shit, you know.
Crush it all. Like, yo, this
But
is how
instead of
this...
hindering it, it inspired me more. Like, bro, I gotta fuck this. I gotta go harder.
Yeah, well, so the message is kind of, it's a couple of things. It's like, well, for one, sometimes shit don't work out, but don't fucking give up, you know?
Yeah,
Right, of course.
But another one is like, you know, like cool it on the booze a little bit
Let's
until
not
later.
take Bombay shots
After
before the
party,
show.
you know, but you got to show up with your A game and bring that shit, right? I mean, I don't
course.
know.
But that's like,
Like, it's
did you
cool-
see
it's
that
cool
Netflix?
to be a little
Did you see
loose.
that Netflix show where MGK is on that Motley Crue, the Motley Crue documentary?
What the hell is it called? The Dirt?
Yeah.
I didn't see it yet. My aunt's like,
Did
you
you-
need to
did you
watch
see it?
this. I'm gonna watch it.
I think even their first show too type shit. They're fighting on
Train wreck.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a train wreck too type shit though. But that's a good story
You
to
learn from
tell.
it.
Like, bro, like my first show ever for a big artist.
But what I'm wondering is, like, when you show up to the venue, do you give your beats to the front of house sound man, or like, how does it actually work? Like,
So
I know
I-
you have a microphone and you're gonna do your lyrics, but you have a backing track, right?
Usually have a DJ that will pull up for me, like type stuff.
And you give him the song, the tracks.
Yeah. And then I'll have a set list, maybe like 10 songs. And be like, this, and it's kind of like a freestyle. Like, hey, this is what I want to run with first. I'm gonna play with the crowd, whatever the crowd's friend. Like, I'll do some poetic stuff. It depends on the artist. If the artist's like really poetic, really introspect type stuff, I'll do some poetic stuff. Or if the artist is like more upbeat, and I have those type songs. So it's just like, here's all my songs, and then when I'm on stage, this is what I'm going to do first, and then I'll play it, and then I'll be like, yo, let's do this.
Yeah.
So it's like a freestyle. It's just like on spot type stuff.
No shit.
But that's a good catalog to have, cause I could be having one type. I could be just all hype stuff, and it could be open up for like, what do you say, like a Jordan Lucas type person who's poetic and whatever.
Jordan Lucas.
Yeah, and it's like they don't want to hear that.
So you have a catalog of beats.
Being diverse, being diverse. Yeah. So I'm just like, I have what I have, but then I'll just like pick what the
crowd's following. Like, are they up to this?
But like,
then
all right,
let me match
play
that.
this next, play this next, play this. And then, but usually whenever I went to California, I'll like bring some locals from like Oakland and stuff. So I'll bring them up too, type stuff.
Cool. And are they just jumping in on the track? Like, you're talking about bringing other rappers on?
Yeah. So like, say if I'm going to Oakland, California, or whatever, I'll go to who my friends are from there, and then I'll be like, yo, come with me, boom, boom, boom. They're bringing some more artist type stuff too. You know what I mean?
Sick.
So, I mean, I don't know, but it's like saying, going back, like experiencing things with him, you know? Like, hey, we better go to this concert. I ain't Sue Jeezy, come with me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But like, hey, I'm about to perform for this big artist, Neff the Pharaoh. Hey, bro, I know you make music, but you're not really getting a big look. I'm gonna let you share this stage with me, type stuff. So I mean, that's just
exposure and
like, bro, just come with me, bro. I just like
get your name out there, type.
Yeah, yesterday I just got an Instagram post. He's like, bro, thank you for bringing me on. You know?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But like, if I was open up for like at Warped Tour type shit, I'd be like, yo, come with me, bro. I'll tell you, you know.
Bring the drum set.
Yeah,
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But if I have the biggest stage in the world, I'm gonna be like, it's just me. I'm gonna like, I want to bring my friends. I want to bring people that I know that don't have the biggest look, that have the potential, that I want to share it with them.
Yeah, I was just curious about the process, because it's like, you know, doing the rock band thing, like we bring all our gear, set it all up, sound check, and then like we've rehearsed the songs a bunch, and sometimes it goes to plan, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much like a set list, and then we'll, you know, but we don't vary or stray too far away.
So it's not like.
But it seems like the rap thing, like you can kind of like bring somebody else up, like you can get a verse or whatever, and like you can just keep looping the beat with the DJ, and like it's a little more loose.
So you're following the main person.
So yeah, it's like a freestyle type thing, like. So like, yeah, like that rock shit, you know, you can't bring a whole band, you know, like, hey, this is, you have your guys' thing, like, hey, you guys come too, but it's like, I don't know, it's just like a freestyle type thing, like, got some homies, this is the kind of vibe, let's set it to this kind of tone, you know what I mean?
Because like, I'm thinking about like fans, like, I don't know, like just throwing a rapper out there, like, I've never... This is a fucking goddamn shame, but I've never been to a legit rap concert.
Hey, you coming to my next? If I have a rap concert here,
but like, let's say I went to go see like Dr. Dre or something.
Yeah.
Okay. And like, I wanted to hear like he's gonna play a song from Chronic 2001.
Ooh.
Like
one of the hardest rap albums ever, bro.
Yeah, hard. But like, would it be like the song from the album that I'm hearing live? Like where they recreate it basically, or is it kind of like more improv? Because I know a lot of the fans, like sometimes you'll show up to a show and like you like, say it's a Metallica song or something.
Yeah.
Like they play that same song pretty much the same way like they do on the record live.
Yeah.
But some bands like kind of go way off the deep end and like go on some crazy interlude shit and go off on some crazy shit.
More like improv. That was like the perfect thing that you say. Like, at least that's for mine. Like, improv.
So let's say you put out a song on Spotify or something, and it's 4 minutes and 27 seconds. Like your actual show, you're not going to necessarily recreate that song in the exact way that it's on Spotify. You kind of like, it's more loose.
Yeah, and then you're gonna fade it into something, you know, that matches that.
And I'll bring somebody else to do something to it. Yeah. So I'm just. I mean, that's cool. I have a little set list of what I would think, but then, like, when the DJ plays and they're getting everybody warm, I'm studying. It's kind of like learning, you know, like studying. I'm studying the crowd and seeing what songs they like and stuff. And whatever, I'm like, I'll tell the DJ, like, yo, no, I have this song. Don't play this song. Let's do this. Hey, I got a homie. Bring this homie on in this part. type stuff. So it's just like it's always an improv for me whenever I record. It wasn't like that way when I first.
Oh no.
Nah, it was just like I have this song. This is what I'm gonna do.
And then that song didn't match that whole crowd's energy.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're doing is like you're feeding off this artist, and you're just gonna ride the wave. Like do you have tracks that match this energy?
Exactly.
Maybe
of the night of the venue.
So when you said what did I learn? That's something I learned on my worst show ever is probably the best show ever, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I learned from that.
Absolutely. Shit, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
that's
and
really cool.
What's the line you have in that new song?
Which one?
Something about jumping in the crowd might.
That's a song. There's a basketball player called Ron Artest. He jumped in the crowd and he started punching the fans. So I used like that in a song, and then like.
And then it just relates to the first show because
the first show, I was
exactly
like, I feel like Ron Artest when I jump in the crowd.
I might hit another fan.
Yeah, I might hit another fan type shit, you know. So like the homies, like people,
and then like whoever was there and they hear that line,
they get it.
You're like, dude, that's what happened.
Yeah.
They get it.
Yeah.
That is.
I love those little inside references, you know, where it's like it takes one to know one. You're like,
for you to be there and witness, and then you hear it on a line, you're like, oh yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Yep.
I'll be like, bro, I just said this on a song. He'd be like,
oh, this is what you did last night, because I know what you did last night. You know?
Yeah.
Because they might get mad.
Oh, man, good shit.
It's good stuff, man. We got little inside things, and it's on a line. And for me to know what happened the night before, and then he throws it on a song, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
So it's just, I'm just inspired by everything, you know what I mean? Like, even like a podcast, I might throw a little something on this, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Most def, yeah, do that shit.
My friend Pat.
That's right.
yeah, he's about to
So we're still sipping some stuff here.
Champagne.
Cheers, man.
Have a little Swisskies.
Yeah, I got more of these too, so I got another round over here.
So, wifey just text. How much longer?
That's open-ended. It's completely up to you guys.
We're going all night, Abby. We're going all night.
We could just kick it for a bit. I mean, we did cover some good ground. I mostly wanted to talk about some music and just kind of like your process and like your art, you know?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, so let me ask you a question.
Oh, shit.
This is from the homie.
What's up, bro?
You got the Forever Rich on.
Mm-hmm.
What does that stand for?
Damn.
What brought you to Forever Rich?
All right, man. So originally, man, like, for my name, I go by the Kid Rich, you know, like, I want it to be like money wise, like rich money wise. So I thought that's what it is, you know, like money. Eventually I started making more music, started watching interviews and stuff, but it's like, man, Forever Rich, what it means to me, like, I've been broke before. I mean, I'm sure everybody's been broke before, you know.
Oh yeah.
But I've never been poor, because I say poor is a mind state. Like, you can be broke, but you can't be poor type shit, or vice versa, you know. Or you could be rich, but you can't. Or there's people that's rich and they can be poor. So that's what I say. It's like a mind state, man. Like wealthy, like forever rich. Even when I was broke, when I had nothing, I always knew that I would be better. I always knew that I was better than where I was. So like forever rich. It's like, bro, even like me and him, bro, he would let me stay at his crib. I had a place to stay. I'm forever rich, bro. Like, he would give me some, like, we would spread, like, dollar menu type stuff. Bro, that's rich, bro. We're rich, you know what I mean? So that's what I mean. So it's, like, forever rich, bro. Like, no matter where I'm at, no matter what situation it is, man, we're forever rich. It's just a mind state to, like, to look forward to the future type stuff, man.
It's what you carry within. Yeah, and it's all perspective,
like,
you know?
It's like wealthy, man. Like, wealthy is the heart of the mind and the spirit, bro. Like, my spirit was never broken. Like, like I said, like, shows, bro, I could, like, bro, like, I could have been like, man, fuck this shit. But it's like, man, like, bro, we got each other, man. We rich, you know what I mean?
We got everything.
Bro, we on this podcast right now. We're forever rich. Like, that's a motto. Like, fuck all money, you know?
Yeah, I mean, goddamn, we got lights.
Bro,
we're inside. Yeah, we're not outside in the fucking snow right now.
It's a positive thing. But
know?
At first, though, my name was like Kid Rich. Was like
money.
Yeah, I thought money was everything. But it's like, bro.
But then he came
Yeah, you can have money, bro, but you could be poor.
Forever rich in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Forever rich in spirit, son.
That's tight. That was a good question, bro. Shout out to
That's
you.
some good shit.
Shout out to Patrick's next co-host.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought the
Pat.
homie, man. That's tight. This is cool. Mm-hmm. It's inspiring me to do more. At least three, potentially more. I originally set it up where I was like, I want to get at least 3, you know. But the way I was doing it was like the camera's like the third chair,
right?
And then like I don't have multiple cameras going on. Yeah, I could eventually expand and have like where it cuts, and you know, it'll cut scenes to you, cut scenes to me, but. Man, that's just a lot of work. You know, it's cool. I kind of like the simplicity of just one angle. You know,
this is good enough.
It's like the fisheye. It's like it picks us all up. So, but this is cool. It actually worked out. So
that was a good question. Oh shit.
Because at first I was like, shit. Like I don't want the homie to be Wallflower, but like you know,
he posted up like Post Malone though.
But no, it's cool. I'm glad we got both of you guys on here. That was a good call, man. I'm glad it turned out pretty fucking cool.
That was really fun because you could see like what I see when he's in the light. I'm just in the background.
Yeah, because I could say all this type stuff, and then, but he could vouch for it type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the progression too, like from the first show, forgetting lyrics to Boogie, which is time with Eminem. This dude is rocking the merch, and this guy's got features and videos, opening up, taking photography, and it's just insane, the progression from day one, a sleazy Sunday, and here we are now. Yeah.
That evolution is cool, man. Mm-hmm. It's cool. Like, you know who your homies are, man. When it's like, man, no, I remember you from before.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're a piece of shit, bro.
Yeah. But that's cool, man. Have people that you can go back with, have other stories with and relate with, and it's everything. It's priceless.
But man, that's the story. Like, like, I'm sure, like, if you went like the type of podcast, you know what I mean, and the first people you interviewed, you want to bring those people back on the podcast, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I need to do it more, like the first I was real gung ho at first, like that put out the first like 5 or 6 like real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
that's
then, what I'm saying. Yeah.
Then I went on a little hiatus for a bit, but this, the stars just weren't aligning. I wasn't forcing it, and even this I wasn't forcing it. Honestly, like today, because I was up late last night. I usually don't stay up too late, but last night we did a show.
Oh shit!
At the VFW, we played.
Let me know. I'll pull up to some.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be real cool to see.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know. We're doing one at the Eagles on March 12th, and
I like it.
The Eagles is all right. I don't like it that much because they all smoke mad cigarettes inside, and the space is like real tight. And I'm just like, man, I don't fuck with this venue that much. But I mean, I do it because it's like, I'm in the band and I gotta do it.
Hey, but I got an artist, bro. I got an artist that's like to my label or whatever you would say, but he's like more on like the rock type of shit, huh? Wedo. Shout out to Wedo, bro. He
Wedo,
goes crazy,
dude,
bro.
His voice is just amazing.
But yeah, that'd be cool. But I was up real late last night, and I was like, today I was like kind of chilling, and there's that part of your brain that's like, just flake out, like just tell those guys like another time.
Should I do it? Should I not?
But then I was like, nah, like I'll hit him up and just see what he says, and you're like, coming to Alamo, and I'm like I don't know if he's coming to Alamo specifically for this podcast or if he's coming to Alamo anyway, but I'm like, I can't flake out on this dude, like he's coming all the way over here to fucking shoot the shit, so. But you always feel better when you do.
Yeah,
it's like going to the gym or something. You don't want to. You're like,
you don't want
to. I'm fucking pick up the squat rack and shit, and you're like, But after you get buck, and you're like, fuck yeah, I feel so much better.
Glad I came.
Yeah. So it's like I'm glad, but I'm not really forcing the podcast. It's just kind of like
whatever falls into plan.
Yeah, whatever falls. Whatever happens.
That's the best. That's the best shit. I mean, even sometimes you just gotta do it like on a daily basis, bro. Like, you don't have to necessarily put everything out, but I mean, just more practice for you, like getting the conversations going, type stuff.
Yep. Yeah, and there's no end goal. Like the end goal is just this.
Even
right here.
Yeah, even like making music. Like every time you make a song, don't mean you have to put it out. But it's like you're practicing, you're getting better.
It's cumulative builds.
There you go.
Yeah. That's what we were talking about, like off camera, real quick, when we were like, you got to keep creating.
Yeah.
You don't be a has been. You know, like it's cool. Your achievements are good. You know.
Yeah.
There's that dude David Goggins. Have you heard of him?
Mm-mm.
Oh man, I'll have to send you some shit. But he's like an ex Navy SEAL motivational guy. He's like the hardest man on earth. Like he's hard as fuck.
Square up.
Yeah, I mean he's
great.
His work ethic is insane.
Yeah.
But he's got this little philosophy where he calls it the cookie jar. And when he's in his down times, like when he's like down and out and like fuck, like he reaches in the cookie jar, this proverbial cookie jar,
metaphorically,
and he pulls out a cookie, and it's like a past achievement that he's accomplished, you know. And he's like, gives him motivation in his dark times, like, look what you've done.
That's hard.
But he doesn't always put it on blast, though. He's not like carrying around his cookie jar, like, look at all my cookies, you know. Like that's for him, you know. But you gotta, I don't know if I'm making sense.
That's his motivation.
You gotta keep it going. Like you can't be a has been. Like, oh, look at like what I've done, and it's like, yeah, but what are you doing now? You gotta keep growing, you know, keep pushing, especially as an artist.
Like in the music industry, say you're as big as your last song. You know what I mean? Like in the industry.
Yep.
So it's like you're double platinum, but that was like 3 songs ago. So when you go in the studio, now? What did you do last night?
Is there anything new? Is there any new features?
Yeah.
How many plays you got?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man.
Makes sense, bro.
Where does it start with you? Do you? I mean, I know we talked earlier, like you make a beat and then do lyrics to it, or like.
So what I do?
What's your writing process like?
My writing process.
Adam, write this down.
Twist the T's. Twist the T's. I need that. Shit, I'll sip a little bit, bro, and I'll just listen to music. I know there's a lot of artists that want to say like they're not inspired by anybody else, but I listen to my favorite artists, bro. I'm inspired by the artists I listen to hang out with my friends, the things that we do, a podcast. I put that all in consideration. Heartbreak, girls, like even talking to girls, like every little thing, like. But I gotta sip or even smoke sometimes or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'll just sit down but I'll listen to music, and then once I feel like in a little good vibe, I'll make a beat, because I usually make all my beats for the most part.
Sick.
Yeah, and then I'll just start freestyling and rapping and then recording. That's my process.
Dope. So when you go to make a beat, now you're in Logic Pro, right?
Yes, sir, bro.
Do you have like a drum kit like Impact or 808 or like or are they like loops or like?
So
are you making the beat with like a?
Yeah,
like with a MIDI controller and shit,
yes,
or
sir,
like
bro.
okay,
yes, sir. So I mean, it varies. Sometimes I can take a sample. My favorite producer of all time is Kanye. Mm-hmm. So like even
who's that? No, I'm just kidding.
What the hell?
I'm not gonna
get out of here. We're fucking leaving.
Like some sample, I'll chop it up, whatever. Drums. My biggest thing is drums, though. Like
getting your tempo, getting your backbeat, and
but like, I mean, I think if you have a good sound, anybody can be a producer or a beat maker. You know what I mean? If you have a good ear, bro, you could make a beat. All it takes is some boom, boom, kick, boom, 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 kick, boom, hi-hats, boom.
Yep.
You don't even need, like, the last song that I just dropped, dude. It's only, like, 3 sounds. It's a hard-ass bass, bro. Clap, hi-hat, and then, like, a chant. And that song is doing really well for me. But it's, like, what I'm rapping over it.
Yeah.
So it's, like, it really doesn't... There's no structure on how to make a song.
You're not overthinking it. You're like just getting to business.
So there's producers, like there's a synthesizer, a piano, all kinds of orchestra.
Tracks, just gobs and gobs of tracks.
Yeah. It's like tracks on tracks on tracks. But it's like, but then when the artist comes, the artist ain't really saying or whatever. But that Love No More, huh?
Mm-hmm. All it is what, bass?
Bass line. And it's just
and then
some of the greatest music of all time was really simple. I mean, if you really rewind, like the Beatles, I mean, that shit was like, what was it, like 4 tracks, 8 tracks?
The Doors, I don't think they even had bass, huh?
Well, they probably, like bass guitar and stuff, they probably did. I don't know. But
I think that's as far as bass goes, is a bass guitar for that one.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't like the
but
stuff.
Like the Doors were like off of the norm, but it was just like Jim Morrison, just like he had the star power, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like he probably could just sang over some keyboards and would have been a star.
Yep.
Don't need no drums or type stuff.
It's a trip. Yeah, the format. There is no format. You know,
there's no
it's just
format. Whenever, because I went to school for like recording engineering and stuff, and they always say industry standard, but it's like, dude, there's not that, bro.
There's no book on it. It's just what you feel.
But if there was, you can give artists like, this is what you do, this is what you do, and you're not gonna get a hit over that.
There is a science to it for sure.
Yeah.
Like, and you can use that to your advantage,
But
or your psychological.
But don't mean it's gonna be a hit.
Don't mean it's gonna be a hit. Like you can use chords and like notes, melodies, and
you know what's the
paint
crazy
certain
thing,
colors,
bro?
paint certain emotions.
I don't know how to play chords or anything. I just play off ear, whatever sounds good to me.
Yep.
And then there's like some homies that are like, AK, shout out to AK Frank.
AK Frank.
He's like, bro, you don't know how to play chords.
That's A minor. You're like, oh.
Yeah, he's like, that's A minor, blah, blah. He's like, so when you sing, when I like do my little melodic stuff, he's like, so you're saying you don't know how to. I'm like, no. He's like, bro, that's crazy. He's like, imagine if you knew what you're singing in or what you're playing in. I'm just playing off ear, bro. So I mean, that's a different type of. That's a natural talent, I guess.
It's both.
Do you know how to like? You could like if I played something, you know what it is.
I'd be able to figure it out.
So if I play a sample, I'm hitting you up, bro. I'm like, what is this?
I'll be able to tell you.
Perfect,
yeah.
bro. Yes, sir.
Because
it's on the podcast right now. So if my music sounds off key, it's because of him from this point.
What I would describe it as, I was talking to a guy last night after the show. Because people be like, it's all about feel, bro. It's all about feel.
Yeah.
And that is true.
Yeah.
And your ear won't lie to you. Because as someone who listens to music and as a human being with a heart that beats, you know like what's good and what isn't good. Like you just inherently know it. Like music is just a part of our DNA.
Yeah.
And so you'll know if some shit is like, nails on a chalkboard, like out of key. Like
what's your favorite like
people know
your genre of music? Like I would say like rock type shit, right? Like on the
all of it, but yeah, definitely on the rock.
But have you ever heard anything that's like off key to your ear or no?
Yep.
But it's like it sounds good to everybody else.
There are ways to break the rules. I think it was like Van Halen or somebody who said it, but he's like, it helps to know all the rules because then you can break them in the right way.
That's a bar. That's hard. That's
you can break them in the right way because there are notes that are out of key that like in a lot of jazz music and stuff like has these passing and chromatic tones and these things that happen that aren't in the key of the song, but it doesn't mean that they're wrong. It's like improv. It's like
that's hard, bro. That's really hard.
It's a weird emotional thing. It's hard to describe.
So like in rap music right now, what's really popular is the drums, the 808 drums.
Oh, always. Yeah.
So like,
it's probably a resurgence because 808's like iconic, like even from old school hip hop.
Have you ever heard of like a new rap song and like the 808 kick is off key to you, but it's really popular like in the club or anything?
I haven't noticed. That would be harder to detect, you know, like more percussion sounds. I mean, I know you can tune it. It could be like a C sharp 808 note. Yeah. But that would be harder. But I'm talking like if someone's out of key singing, or if you're like, I'm gonna play a guitar solo over the song, but the guitar player is not following the key signature, and you're like that fool's not in key, you know. Yeah. But you know when he is, when that dude's like playing it right, you're like, there's a difference. I would describe it like you don't have to know everything to be good,
bro. Exactly.
You don't have to know everything to be good, and you can feel it out. But there are tools out there. I would describe it like, here's an analogy. Like you're trying to paint your house and you're like, I'm comfortable using my paintbrush though, dog. And you're like out there painting your whole fucking house with a paintbrush. Yeah. But someone comes along and they're like, dude, like I know you're feeling it, bro. Like you're feeling that shit. Yeah. But like, check out this paint sprayer though. Yeah. I'm just saying you could have access to something that could be like, and there's tools out there that you can really expand and like it doesn't limit you either because people will be like, oh, well, like, you know, I don't want to rely on my tools. But it's like you can do more.
I know what
you
you're
can
saying.
do more with your creative vision. You know, it's
because
like if you have one color to paint with.
It's like in recording, people are like, "What do you use to record?" When you asked me earlier, I'm like Logic, Pro Tools, but then there's a GarageBand, you know, that comes with a MacBook. Bro, I know there's people that make the firest beats off GarageBand, so it's like, don't be limited to what you have. Use your creativity. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. An experienced
bro,
person who knows beat making, knows rap, knows structure, and just has a dope vision could make better music with GarageBand than somebody else who's like mediocre, but he has all the fancy bells and whistles. I got Pro Tools, I got this ill-ass studio, but he's got no vision.
Yeah. All the extra plugins.
Or he doesn't know how to use all that gear. Yeah. Like it's like a cheap, shitty guitar, but someone who really knows how to play. And then you got some kook out there with a $6,000 Gibson, and he doesn't know how to. He can't rip like the other guy. And it's like it comes down to the player, not the gear.
Or you can know all the key notes, all the chords, but you have no talent, and they're just some raw motherfucker that comes in and just says some cool shit. So it's like vice versa, bro. It's like
it is.
When they say industry standard, fuck all that shit. That shit don't matter, bro. Like,
how can you put it into a box? You can't.
There's like so many like. You can, I'm pretty, like, you thought you could rap some shit. I'm like,
I know this was always like, hey, let me see your bar. I'm like, no, I can't.
I can get down if I have time to write. I'm not saying I could jump off the cuff and freestyle. I mean, you kind of can sometimes, but.
Like, you know, you got it in your head, but
I can like, write, though, man.
Think about rap, bro.
I think anyone can, though.
Think about, like, sometimes rap, when it comes, like, a lot of that shit is really simple, bro. And then when you watch documentaries, you're like, bro, I just came up with this in 15 minutes. Just go off the feeling. At the end of the day, music is about having a feeling, and if it makes you feel good and it makes you inspire, that's what it's all about. Yep. But if you're just doing it for getting money on shit, that shit don't matter. Like, I don't care if you're getting 1 million plays, you get $1 million. Like, you know, there's artists, you know what I mean, that will do shit and they're viral.
It's not authentic to themselves, though.
Yeah, it's like, so at the end of the day. You can feel that, too. Yeah, at the end of the day, like, that shit ain't going, but it's like, if you're making good-ass music and that shit's inspiring them, that's what it's all about, bro. That's what music should be about. Inspiring other people, bro.
I think so. I mean, we're all a product of influence, you know.
What do you think music is about?
I think it's like this giant pool of energy that like we don't own it, but you have access to it, and it's like, I'm trying to explain how to envision it. But
do you think music is for you personally, or do you think you're blessed with the talent to project it for others?
I think it's both, because like others are you.
Yeah.
You know
exactly, bro.
Like
you ever hear what's the song that you listen to and then it's like, bro, I felt that song and that made you want to keep going?
Because there's a human connection, you know. I had some realizations at one point in my life a while back, but I'm like, dude, we're all the same.
But you know? We are.
Like, I mean, we're all very different, right? And like, but the world steers you in the direction of seeing differences. Yeah, you're like, oh, that fool looks funny, or he's tall, or I don't know if I'd like that, you know, whatever. Yeah. But you're like, nah, like, do you have way more similarities? Like, okay, we can start with the basics. Okay, we all need oxygen and food and water, and like, I mean, we could go on and on and on
like about similarities. We all love. So what if we just make a bunch of songs that we love?
So I think music is just an extension of.
This just comes from your heart, man.
It's
like
what you feel.
That's bar.
What you feel is.
Let me hear you do a freestyle right now.
I can't.
I was just like, bro.
Nah.
I like a play on words, you know, like analogies and just goofy
double entendre stuff.
Just goofy shit. Like I had one hit me the other day.
If I were to say, what would you say a song that you would tell me to listen to on how you feel right now? What's the song right now? Off the rip.
Damn, Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin.
That's fire. That's fire, bro.
Just because it's fresh in my mind, and we played it last night, and we We played it really well. It was one of the best times we've played it.
And that's something you play too?
Yeah, because it's a hard song to get, and we just played it really well last night, and you could feel it, you know. And my aunt came to the show, and she was like, "I get it." She's like, "I've had this epiphany," and she's like, "I've listened to the song before, but I never heard it. I never heard the lyrics, and like,
it's all
she's
about
like,
the
I never have
seeing
to hear
that whole
that song
feel in
again.
the
I just
moment
get
is
it."
just
And
insane.
like the lyrics spoke to her, and she's just like mind blown, and I'm like, wow, like I'm glad that hit for you. But I could feel it because like it's a long build up, and then finally it kicks in with the rhythm and the drums, everything builds up, and I was just like fucking in that shit, dude. I was just like, this is so sick right now.
That's hard. But
Yeah, your whole body was filled with chills. Huh?
Stairway, yeah, right now. But I mean, I feel a lot of music, you know, all the time, man.
I mean, music's universal, bro. Like
It is. It's a universal language.
imagine like if there was some like music was like the alternative like currency instead of money. It was music. Imagine, like in some kind of way, like
You'd have to throw something
it
to
was
get
like,
somewhere.
Yeah, like hey, I don't know, like that would be hard. You know what I mean? Instead of like a physical currency, it'd just be like music.
That's a trip. That's a trippy thought. Yeah, it sounds like the plot for or like a story for a movie, like a movie series or something.
The feds are coming for us right now.
Oh shit! Man, I owe this motherfucker 50,000 beats, or he's gonna break my legs. Oh shit! Oh no! Yeah, man. So shit. What's on the horizon, man? Any new stuff coming up?
Shit, I'm going back to California for another video. I got some more shows. I got some new merch coming too. I do merch.
Where can we get merch?
Physically for me right now, just tap in with me, man. But I'm working on a website. But I got some hats. I got hoodies. Got the Forever Rich. I'm wearing it. He's wearing it. I got a hoodie for you too.
Sick. You got some new hats too. Those are dope.
I got some hats coming in too, man. I'm just trying to tap it with everything though, like. But I want to always like this Forever Rich, man. Like I said, like I want it to. It's something positive, like not even about the money, like.
That's a state of mind. Yeah, it's a state of being.
It's a state of mind. Like I said.
What was it? Something spirit.
Forever rich in spirit.
Forever rich in spirit.
Yeah,
that
bro.
shit is fucking sick. I like that.
Oh,
Who did the artwork for that one?
For this one?
Yeah.
shout out.
Was this? It was Spaz,
This
bro.
is
Shout out
Spaz
It
to
looks like Spaz works.
bro.
Spaz,
Shout
yo.
out to Spaz. He did this one, bro.
How cool, man.
You can
And
still
it's- everything comes full circle, bro.
The drip drip.
So
That drip,
I
though.
gave him my. I already had this logo right here. But I just gave him like the ideas, like
Yeah, and you
would
can tell
put it
by
in there.
the letters,
Yeah.
bunched up.
yeah,
and
with all my
graffiti.
ideas, bro. Like I have an idea and I just give the. I want to be like hands on with everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's got to be authentic.
I mean, and even with the hands on like stuff with music, kind of like I'll play a song. He's like, bro, drop it, but it's like I pronounce this word a little bit off or wrong. I'm like, I'm not dropping this song, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, bro, I'm just so like,
No.
super
You'll know.
picky, bro.
Yeah.
I'm super picky. So it'd probably be better if like someone recorded my own shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But even then, like if somebody else recorded my shit, and like everybody will like it, I'm like, oh, I said this wrong. I don't like that shit. But,
Yeah, so you'll never hear it.
but I'm just super picky. I just want. I kind of am a perfectionist in a way, but there's no such thing as being perfect. But I want to make sure it's quality enough. My thing is quality, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree. Yeah, totally agree. You want to be as the real deal as you can be, you know, like authentic to yourself, you know.
But even like lines, I'll say something, and then like if I said a bar and it was a line, and then he'd be like, "Bro, you lied on that song."
I'm like, when did you ever do this?
Yeah, like I could say, pull up in a Lamborghini, and then every other line is hard. He's like, "Where's your Lamborghini, bro?"
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll catch something. I'm like, bro, you ain't never did this. He's like, yeah, you're right. So let me fix this.
So it's like
let's make it more realistic.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, dog, because we ain't never fucking pulled up in a Lamborghini. Like, let's be real.
I like that.
But that's the thing, like every line, like.
And he's like, but that's real hard. I'm like, yeah, but have we ever lived it? Nah. And then like you compare all like say this fool says I'm gonna put in a Lamborghini. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, that sounds good. But did we ever live it? No. You leave it up to the local rappers and they'll be like, yeah, I did this, I did that. And they'll go with it. And you just look back and they ain't shit.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll fucking say it, bro. Local rappers around here, they ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lowers.
Aww.
Is there anybody else from the area that you could that's gone and like done something? Like I know a couple, like Eric Burton, Black
Eric
Pumas.
Burton, bro. That song is all over the world.
Top notch shit. Okay.
Sheesh.
God damn.
I wake up
Eric
sometimes,
Burton,
bro,
I
and
need
that
a
shit
hug,
is
bro.
stuck
I'll
in my
make you a
head.
beat right now.
All my favorite colors.
Oh man, that shit gives me the chills,
Dude, and we went to high school with that dude, bro, and he was just the coolest motherfucker ever.
Remember Mr. Harrison?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes,
It's like his uncle, right?
Yes.
Uncle Steve.
Steve
Harrison.
Uncle Steve Harrison. You got Chris, bro. Eric Burton, coolest motherfucker ever.
Damn.
And he was just a clown, bro. He'd come up to you, just make you laugh, and then for you to be like, yo, this is a crazy catchy song, and then it's like, oh, it's by Eric Burton. What, Grammy nominated? This motherfucker went to fucking Alamo High School.
That's hard, bro.
You'll hear the commercial come on, and it's like that song in the background.
Black
Yeah,
Pumas,
Yeah.
bro. Too cool.
Sick. What about anybody else?
Shit, beside that,
I mean, he's like, up there.
I got my artist. His name's Wedo. He's from.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry,
artist.
Wedo.
He's
so I'm gonna say it.
not chill though.
Oh, great. I'm not.
No.
I'll probably get in trouble.
What about Cassie Chase? You heard of him?
He's cool.
I remember him.
Keon Smith.
He's cool.
I remember going to school with him.
Yeah,
like I had art class with him.
I played football with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he's doing some stuff. Like he did some
Out there in Vegas.
cover designs, right? Didn't he
Yeah.
design an album cover for somebody, or he's
Did
done
he?
like some artwork
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
watching
for some pretty big.
He's been tapped in with
He
the
had an
graphic art
interview,
for,
and I was like, yo, that's
for
real
a
cool.
minute.
He's got some cool music too.
Yeah.
I mean, I barely checked it out.
Oh, barely.
I need to check it out some more, but he's pretty tight.
Take me off the podcast, dog.
What are you a fan or not a fan?
I do
No,
like
he's
Cassie
cool.
Chase. He's like out of Alamo. It's fucking Ronnie, Cassie.
Who the
And
fuck
then
is
I'll-
Ronnie?
I mean, this
Just like-
boy. It'll be. God damn it! See, I'm gonna get yelled at.
No, so Kaz is cool though. No,
Kaz is really cool,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like
fuck with
I
him.
like him.
He's been
'cause-
doing this shit for.
Yeah,
a minute,
he's
bro.
really cool, bro.
he seems dope. I mean, like he was cool when I knew him.
Dude.
He was cool.
I mean, if you're
I'm not gonna
from
say
here-
I know him because I haven't fucking
Yeah.
talked to him. in
I
years,
don't know
but
him personally,
If-
but
if-
I
if you're-
respect what he's
If you're
up to.
from this area and you keep it authentic, I respect it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
If you out
bro.
here faking the funk, gotta go.
Yeah,
Not cool, bro.
you can see right through it, man. When people
Yeah,
aren't
dude.
doing it for the right reasons, you know.
They'll step up to you and just be like, "What's up?" I ain't fucking with you, dog.
And I try not to be judgmental because I'm like, fuck. Even if you got a big ego or whatever, at least you're out trying to do something, you know. As long as you
Much
ain't
love to
causing,
y'all. Do what you gotta do, but don't fake the funk, dog.
don't fake the funk.
But
you
it's
know?
like, what are you in it for? Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? What are you doing a podcast for?
It's a hard question to answer.
Nah,
I
you
really,
gotta just like
I
trying
really-
to, just trying to set him up in something.
I
It's
think
just-
Is it? And then is that like to like give a bigger platform for others? Because you're not doing you're not interviewing others for your beneficial reason, right?
I don't expect anything in return.
See, so that's
So
the
you're
best,
doing it because you love it.
That's the best.
I think
that's
there
the
are
best
interesting
answer.
people
That's the best answer,
Who
bro.
want to tell a story, and based on a little bit of feedback I've got, I know there's a few people who are like, "That's cool."
Yeah.
Like they've listened to a few episodes and are like, "Oh shit, that's cool." And also, it's a cool way for people to catch up. Like someone who's like, "I went to school with Rich back in the day,
Yeah.
but I don't
Well,
know what
yeah,
he's
he's
up to
doing something."
lately." They can be a fly on the wall in the room
Yeah.
and not have to be here, but they're like, "Oh, I get to catch
Yeah.
up with him."
Yeah.
Because like we did Ryan's podcast, episode 1. And,
Shout out to Ryan, bro.
shout
That's
out
a
Ryan.
surgeon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and that's real cool because he's like, "Yo, we went to school with this guy." I was like, "Oh, that's really awesome. I'm about to link up with."
Yeah.
Pat.
So, like, you haven't probably got to catch up with him, if ever, in a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
But by
yeah.
listening to that, you got to, like,
Yeah,
catch some of his
tune in.
story and be like, damn, that's what he's been up to all these years.
Hey,
so it's kind of like
crazy little
rekindling
this girl I used
relationships.
To talk to, his mom pulled up on us, like, because she used to do hair, or she still does, but then his mom pulled up, and she's like, do you know my son? So that was like, so like kind of
Ryan's mom?
Yeah. Shout out to Ryan's mom.
She's cool, man. She's cool. They're a good family, good people. But like I had a homie, he's in Canada right now, Lil Rick. I used to work with him at Subway, and we went to school and shit. But he was like, man, it's been sick, like catching up with Ryan and Hollis, and he's like, it's cool hearing what everyone's up to, you know, because he's just listening into the podcast. Yeah. And then I have another friend who's like, yeah, man, this is cool. Keep doing it. Like I listen to it when I'm at home working on stuff, and
exactly just something to tune into.
Yeah.
What's up with New Mexico?
It's like getting to know what your people from back in the day were up to. It's kind of like I do the little descriptions and I type catching up with so and so.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like I'm catching up with you. Like I mean, when's the last time? It's been a long time since like we get to catch up and just bring everyone up to speed on what's up. And it was like I had an extra audio interface, and I had some friends who did a podcast.
What's your top local restaurant to hit up in Alamogordo?
There's not a whole lot.
That was a big switch.
I like the local stuff. I like Mexican food, right? So I like Si Senor, Casa de Sueños.
Oh, Casa de Sueños.
Yeah. Yes. But I worked at Pizza Mill forever. Mm-hmm. You know, that was one of the last times I saw you was when I was working there. Sir, but I worked there forever, so they're like family.
Hey, would you choose Pizza Mill over Brown Bag Deli?
Oh, I'd instantly in a day, only because they're like family.
Yeah. Oh no! But don't be biased.
Even if I didn't like Pizza Mill's food, if I liked Brown Bag's food better, I would still choose Pizza Mill because it's like my homies.
Pizza Mill or Brown Bag Deli?
Going Brown Bag though.
Are you
for sandwiches, right?
No,
are we saying or just
in general?
Oh, I'm going fucking Brown Bag. Sorry,
that's what's up.
I'm going with Pizza Mill. Hey, I need that Pizza Mill check.
I like them both. I like Brown Bag too, for sure.
No, Brown Bag's fire, favorites. Bro. But Pizza Mill, they got the pizza, they got the salad, and then if you get the waffle fries with the mozzarella cheese, that's fire.
Yeah. They're family. Fucking, they're the almost the oldest restaurant in town, other than Heidi Ho. This is their 50th year.
Yeah,
1972.
I ain't fucking with Heidi Ho, bro.
Pizza Mill started in 72. It's 2022. It's their 50th year.
Are you fucking with Heidi Ho?
72, really?
Yeah, 50 years old.
Are you fucking with Heidi Ho?
I could take it or leave. I don't care.
I'm not fucking with Heidi Ho.
I'll eat the Tiger Burger. Shit. Bacon and green chili, no onion.
I mean, dude, a green chili burger, you can't go wrong.
It is pizza. Out of all the local places, Pizza Mill over everything.
What?
No shit.
Pizza Mill.
And that has nothing to do with me. You guys heard it.
Yeah.
It's Pizza Mill over everything, bro.
You guys heard
Pizza Mill over everything. Yeah.
Bro, what else is better than Pizza Mill?
The fucking
locally
Brown Bag Deli, the spicy deluxe chicken barbecue sandwich.
No, I'm just saying like, okay, that's my go-to thing. But Pizza Mill has pizza. They have the subs. They have the salad. They got the fries.
I'm going sub all the way. I'm taking that spicy.
Oh.
Wow, bro.
What else is better than Pizza Mill? Dynamic wise, locally.
Yeah, dynamic wise, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't go out to eat much because there's not that many options.
I'm a eater connoisseur. I guess.
There's not that many options. Eater. We usually just cook at home and stuff. But,
shut up, Patrick.
But yeah, there's just not that much here, you know. But the couple of things that are pretty good.
Oh, you've been to Rockin' Beast Burgers?
I haven't.
Dude.
Is it dope?
You build your own sandwich over there?
Sandwich?
They're still kicking it over there?
Yeah, dude. They're kicking ass. That burger is...
Nah, we shout out Pizza Mill on this podcast. Fuck everybody else.
Oh, I'm for Rockin' Beast Burgers.
Yeah.
You gotta try it. Just one time. You build your own burger over there, dude, and it comes out pristine. I'm
gonna check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
Wow, bro.
It's Pizza Mill, bro.
Now, I worked at Pizza Mill for 8 years consecutively, and then I left for a bit, and then I worked a couple little stints here and there. But they're like family, like, you know. I go kick it with them. I've gone on vacation with them. I go to their house for the holidays.
Hey, let's get that plug, bro. Let's shout out Pizza Mill.
They're family for sure. I consider them family.
Hey, they ain't fucking with these rappers over there, huh?
Motherfucker in here.
They ain't fucking with us rappers over there, huh? Mm-mm.
They ain't haters. They're definitely not haters.
They still got a jukebox over there?
They have it on stereo now. No more jukebox.
Let's put some Kid Rich on.
Yeah. That'd be tight.
That'd be hard.
The little bouncy ball machine playing soccer. Get a fucking Kid Rich t-shirt.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Well, they got the whole arcade next door. You been to that yet?
Was it Saturdays and Sundays?
Bro.
It's dope. Pinball, fucking mad vintage arcade games. It's dope.
What do you think about doing like a little podcast over there? Like to give them a little like locally promotion type thing?
I had April on. April was like episode 5 or something like that.
I might have checked that out.
She's the wife of the boss of the mill, so she was on. I gotta have Brent on. Brent is the shit. He's one of my favorite people on earth. Shit. And that dude has some things to say. I gotta have him on. I'm sure he's gonna be the one that's just like, I gotta have him on over and over again.
Who do you think is some Alamogordo legends that you want to interview to put it out in the universe?
Off the top of my head.
Hey, I got one.
Go ahead.
Dig 'em.
Yeah.
We gotta get
Here's the first one I was gonna say.
We gotta get Dig 'em smack, bro. Dig 'em smack,
we got
bro.
some stickers.
I got some swag packs for you guys, but yeah, I got him on a sticker.
Oh, yes, sir. Ski. Shout out Dig 'em smack, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta get him. We gotta
some stickers.
We gotta get Dig 'em smack on this, bro.
Yeah.
I got some cool questions to ask him too.
Yeah, me too.
If I could be with you on the podcast. Who else? Who's some Alamogordo legends?
Alamogordo legends specifically. I mean, it just depends on what context you're talking about.
Like
just all around general.
Dig 'em is like the first one that came.
Dig 'em is the ultimate legend as far as
like so
skateboarding.
Skateboarding, music, everything.
Yeah.
He just tapped in. Anyone that comes to your mind besides Kid Rich?
No, I mean
my friend Brent
Bubba G, and then other than that,
Brent Cass for sure. He's legend. I already had one of them on, in my opinion. Dan King. I mean, his family was here since long ass time ago. Like his dad was the mayor of Alamogordo at one point.
Oh shit!
Like the Wells Fargo that's on 12th in New York.
Well,
that used to be a different bank. It was his family's bank. Like, he's a legend.
Supposedly, my grandma's mom type shit off New York was like some like Italian type stuff, and like they were like off New York Street, bro, like some like from off like Italy or something like that, bro.
No shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alamo legends, dude. There's a lot.
Bro.
I mean, it just depends.
We gotta get Dig 'em on here, bro.
I definitely. He's on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wrote a list, like a notepad on my phone, and he was absolutely one of the first that I thought of. He's just got some interesting qualities about him. He's just always been a go-getter.
Skateboarding, music, all that.
He's the shit, dude. He's the shit. He's just like such a positive character.
I fuck with the positivity, bro.
Yeah,
we gotta get Spaz on here too, bro.
Oh man, yeah. I'd love to have him on.
That's gonna be some funny shit.
I talked to him about it too. Like I was like, let me know when you're in town and you fucking get down on the podcast.
Yeah.
Spaz, man, we go back. I've got some people on my list. I don't know what I did with my phone, but I'm trying to think. Notepad. I mean, there's this guy I play bass. He plays bass in my band, Seven Stone. Our band. He's also a bass player for Dark Angel, which is like a pretty big deal in metal. A metal, like thrash metal scene from back in the day, and he still currently plays bass with him. But I want to have him on because he's toured. Like he's got some big shows. He's gonna go to Europe.
What's your favorite type of genre? Like off the rip, is it metal? Would you say?
As far as playing music and stuff, yeah, metal, progressive.
Like what got you into metal? Like that type of sound, like sound wise.
One of my first biggest influences in music was Rage Against the Machine.
Oh yeah, bro. I see some old videos, bro. They're going crazy, bro.
It's the heavy guitar and the bass, the drums.
Was it the sound or was it the message?
Both. Just the whole thing. It was the message first, probably, before I started analyzing the sound. I found the sound later.
So the message grasped you first?
Yep.
And then the sound?
It's an energy. It's an emotion. Like, punk rock, metal. skateboarding, hip hop, just all of it.
So
really, just all of it.
You wouldn't consider them punk rock, or would you consider them? What would you consider them?
It's hard. Rage Against the Machine is very. I would consider it just heavy, because it's instrumentally heavy, it's emotionally heavy. The message is deep. The message is heavy. It's aggressive. The name, rebellion. Like, people think about rebellion as a bad thing sometimes. Like, oh, you're so rebellious. But it's like, how the fuck do you think America got here? Because people were tired of the bullshit in England and the king and his fucking bullshit and his religion and his rules and his fucking bullshit. And they were like, you know what? We're gonna be free, motherfucker. We're gonna go over here and do our own thing.
Rage Against the Machine.
If you don't like it, we'll fight to the death over it.
I think
and that
Rage
bitch ass
Against the Machine is probably
lost,
the
and that's why
greatest.
America exists.
Rage Against the Machine is probably the best band name ever, bro.
Rage Against the Machine is like, it embodies a whole thing. It's like, you know what? Fuck you. I won't do what you tell me.
It's a whole message.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Even the lead singer, the way he does at his like concerts and stuff, bro. It's like he don't give a fuck. Like,
I think
you're on his time. You're on his time.
That was a pivotal moment for me, discovering Rage and the message behind it, and being like. And then I got into guitar playing a little bit, and I learned like a little bit of like Bomb Track, the first song on the first album, and I started learning some of those riffs. And then I discovered what bass guitar was, because like I never really understood like what bass was.
Who would you say your top three guitarists? Top three guitarists are?
My friend Keith that I play with in the band, he's my number one influence, because he's younger than me and he's so badass. I look up to him.
That's hard. I
mean, like, I'm just like, that kid is so fucking sick. So he's my number one influence.
That's one. He got two more.
God damn.
I got one, bro, but you probably wouldn't.
Yeah, I only got one too myself.
Guitar players, man.
I got two. What about Carlos Santana, bro?
That's my number one.
Would you put him in your top 5 or no?
Not for me personally.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I don't respect it and identify with it, but I just have more that are more influential.
Imagine Carlos Santana on like a trap or like a rap beat, bro.
Yeah.
That'll go hard. That'll go hard.
I would say my friend Keith and this dude Aaron Marshall from this band called Intervals.
Oh, you going for the underground?
And
one more. You got one more.
Oh man.
And where's Jimi Hendrix?
It's just so hard to pick a couple, you know. I'd probably say James Hetfield from Metallica, just because I mean.
You like the heavy shit, huh? You like the.
Oh yeah, I like the heavy shit.
I like the more melodic stuff.
Yep. I love the melodic stuff. That dude from Intervals, the one I said for number 2, he's heavy, stuff. But just very melodic.
What about new bands for anyone out there that wants to listen to?
New bands, man. Damn.
Like all around, like. Do you think people say like maybe like rock has like kind of died off? Do you feel like that's the case, or you think that there's still?
Yeah, well, like I'm having a hard time thinking of new bands, but I know there's a lot of somewhat well established, or even what one could say older bands that are still putting out good shit.
The Neighborhood?
Yeah.
You like them?
They're dope.
Yeah, I fuck with The Neighborhood.
I like that too. I found it on Spotify, like a playlist
Issues.
or something.
Oh, Daddy Issues hard, bro.
Shit is crazy.
Yeah, they're sick.
Yeah, and then there's like 19. There's another band that they open up for, but this is hard. But what do you think? Like, how do you think is like rock? Is like, do you think it died off, or like you think it's still thriving, or?
It's still in there.
It's both. I think. Like kids today, like a lot of kids don't start bands, at least not here.
Yeah,
they don't start bands.
It's just like,
so like with the younger people, I could see it being kind of like it's. But I think a lot of that's just Alamo though too, because if you're on the internet, there's so many kids just shredding guitars and like playing the shit out of drums and like instrumental stuff and rock music and just all like it's not dying. There's just no way. People were raised on it. It's like. Even if it died in one way, it influenced things in another way where it's still a part of that music. Where it's like, if these things didn't happen, these other things wouldn't exist.
Yeah,
you know, so there's no way it's dead. But Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds.
Like modern day, if someone was like influenced by want to make rock music, what would you tell them to listen to?
I always say go back to you have your favorite band.
No, like right now. Like,
and you trace it back, your favorite band's favorite band and their favorite band, and you trace it back, you know. But going forward, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because I listen to a lot of the same shit, you know. But
you listen to rock music? Mm. You don't listen to Neighborhood?
Well, that one, and then like the one I could top off is Green Day and what's his name, Nickelback. Area. That's like
he said Nickelback.
Is that not rock?
It's rock.
Yeah, alternative.
Dude, they're underrated too. I mean, they get a lot of hate, but they hold it down.
Motherfucker's cool, man. They hold it down. Shit, what the fuck you say?
Let me hear you. What's your favorite lyric from Nickelback?
I don't want you to fall in love, bro. Just saying.
That's what's up. There's a lot of bands where if you don't know the genre, you wouldn't really know. Like for me, like I don't really like country that much, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
A lot of it sounds the same to me. But if you're a connoisseur of country music, you'd be like, "Nah, dude, this dude's this guy, bro. And this guy sounds like this."
George, it's not Garth. I can argue this to you all day.
So like when you hear metal, rock, heavy, aggressive metal, a lot of people be like, "Oh, that Cookie Monster shit," where they're yeah, like they're all like screaming all the shit. Some outsider wouldn't know the difference, but I'd be like,
"Do your ear has to be trained to listen to that?"
I would know. I'd be like if it's Kill Switch Engage, I'd be like, "Oh, that's Howard Jones or that's Jesse Leach." How could you not tell the difference? But somebody who's not interested in it would be like, "I just hear Cookie Monster," you know. But I'm like, no, I totally understand the differences and like.
What about old school?
It takes an
ear.
Soul. It takes an ear.
What would you like listen to? Like 70s, 80s, like old school, like soul type music.
I mean, like you mentioned Hendrix earlier. He's not necessarily soul, but I mean, he's soulful.
Not like rock. Like I already know what you would say.
Are we talking about like oldies, like type soul?
Yeah, like oldies type shit.
Number one is Brenton Woods.
Yeah, I already knew you were gonna say that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
But like, you never like listen to like some oldies with like that groove, soulful type music, like
oldies. I mean, I've listened to it. I don't know if I would know the names, you know. But like, I mean,
okay. So, what was the first song or first genre that touched you?
Oh, that's a good question.
Rock and roll, man. Like,
what song?
Yeah.
It's just like my dad and like my parents, like like Rush.
Okay, I don't know.
White people music.
I mean, I've heard of Rush, but do I know a song?
It's like,
no.
It's like nerd music kind of in a way, but not like Rush. Just like this, the Scorpions, freaking, Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, all those iconic rock bands, Jimi Hendrix, just all that old rock.
Okay, let's talk. What about rap? What's the first rap song that ever grabbed your attention?
Eminem. Oh. I was like an Eminem head like crazy.
Coming to school with the bleached hair.
And he came in hard. He came in hard. He was pissed off. He was angry. He had a lot of shit to say.
He did.
And he turned some heads.
How do you feel about his music now?
I don't know a lot of his really new stuff.
Yeah.
I don't. But that dude, what's his name? McDonald's? What the hell? Tom? What's his name?
What?
His last name McDonald, right? Is that his name? He's like, he was talking shit about Eminem. He was like, he was talking about like how raw Eminem used to be and how the shit he used to say was like real fucked up.
You gotta put me on game, bro.
But now he's like, I don't know.
McDonald?
Yeah.
Joyner Lucas, you mean?
No. Joyner Lucas is like M's number one.
What the fuck's that guy's name?
We talking about Machine Gun Kelly that had the beef?
No, it's this dude. Like his lyrics are really good. He's ripping everybody a new one lately.
Oh, he's new?
So he's like impersonating Eminem?
No, he's not impersonating. He's kind of making fun of Eminem.
Oh no shit, bro! You gotta put us.
I think his name's Tom McDonald or some shit.
Tom McDonald. Fuck, I don't know.
I'm fucking butchering it.
Top 5 rap artists for you.
Oh goodness gracious.
Eminem, all the dudes from 3 6 Mafia, Dr. Dre, Wu-Tang Clan, the whole that whole kit, all those dudes.
You fuck with Wu-Tang Clan?
Yeah.
Man, that's straight hip-hop.
That's pretty much.
I respect that shit.
That's pretty much
That's 3 in 1.
Eminem,
Eminem, Wu-Tang, and then who else you said?
Dr.
Triple
Dre.
Six,
I thought you said Dr.
you
Dre.
fuck with like Juicy J,
DJ Paul,
and
Juicy
all
J,
that
Project
shit.
Pat. Yeah.
Hey, their
Lord
cadence,
Infamous,
their cadence, their cadence,
all them.
is
That's
still
what I grew up on.
Still to this day,
as far as
is
rap.
very influential.
Yeah, Juicy J's still in the game, and he's what?
3-6, I would say, is my favorite shit. But actually, my favorite shit's probably Wu-Tang, because it's more intellectual. It's a little bit less gangster. Like you talk about guns and drugs and money and shit.
That makes you feel like you're in New York.
But
like
Wu-Tang is like more tasteful to me. Like it's like they thought about what they were saying.
Did you watch that?
They just seem smart.
Did you watch that
Like
series
they're
they
in the
have
park
on
playing
Hulu?
chess with the old dude, like in Central Park. Like
Hey,
playing chess and shit.
RZA is a genius, bro.
Yeah, that's my favorite shit.
What about you?
Like top 5 go-tos now
No, all
of
time.
all time. Phew.
Britney Spears.
Yeah, when she was bald.
Sick.
So top 5's go-to all time. Eminem.
Boo.
Dope.
The fuck?
No, I'm just kidding.
I got you back. Eminem's the shit.
Nah, he's hard, bro.
At least those first 3 albums. I've kind of quit following after that. I don't know.
I like the Eminem Show. I think that's my favorite album from him.
The Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP, and Eminem Show.
Eminem Show is my favorite one, bro.
Shit goes hard.
Yeah.
He was
What's your
pissed
favorite
off.
Eminem one?
The LP. That's cool.
The Slim Shady or the Marshall Mathers?
I like the Slim Shady.
That's the original.
Bro, I think like musically wise though, like beat wise, Eminem Show was his best one.
That was dope.
All right, so who's your top 5?
So we said
Eminem.
M.
Mm-hmm.
Big Sean's number 2.
Oh, you going with the Big Sean? I fuck with that one.
You know, a lot of people would say Tupac or Biggie, but I really never tuned into them like to be
That's cool. So
to be on there.
You got Eminem, Big Sean.
I'm gonna go with my 3 go-tos: P-Lo, Joyner,
No, not some
Mac
new
Miller.
shit. You gotta
Mac
go.
Miller.
That's what's up. What about you?
Those are my go-tos. Yeah, see,
Top
you
3 or
shit
top
about
5?
me, though.
It's not easy.
Dylan.
Then let's put Kanye,
Kanye
West,
West,
number
bro.
1.
He said out the rip. Kanye West, bro.
Number
Kanye
1?
West. Nah, I mean, not in order, but like Kanye from like his production to his ego to his interviews to what he says. Kanye. Mac Dre, he's from the Bay. Just is like witty, funny.
Yeah, he's really funny.
Like I could play one line for him and run it back, replay value. Kanye. What else? Though you know, he could probably answer it better than I can.
One more?
You talking shit about
So
mine.
Conway,
You don't even know.
Kanye, Mac Dre, and who else?
Kanye, Mac Dre. Who else do I listen to? Like big artists, not underground.
We just talked about this on the way.
We did. One more.
West Coast, East Coast, Dirty South. What are you thinking?
Oh, I gotta go with fuck the other side. Let's go on West Coast. I'm gonna run with Pac, bro.
See,
I used to run to school ready to fight people listening to Tupac, bro. So
Yeah.
it's like Kanye, Mac Dre, Tupac, bro. That's what it is.
That's what's up.
Passionate, but like Tupac, bro, he can make a song for the radio, and then he'll come back and make like some
Song
shit
for your
that'll make
mom.
you like, yeah, for your mom, your mama, and like diversity. All my favorite artists is about diversity. You know?
Sick. That's good. Being well-rounded, man. It's like something to be said for that, you know?
Favorite rock bands, punk bands.
Don't got any.
Punk bands. Okay. I don't know if you could call the Misfits punk, but Misfits.
I've heard of Misfits, but I've never.
I wouldn't really even... They're the Misfits. They don't fit into anything,
How you
but...
putting Blink-182 on your top?
I would say that's like more, whatever, pop punk.
Yeah, no,
like,
we're
hardcore punks would be like, that shit ain't punk, you know?
Hey, you know what was real crazy? I don't know
But
if this falls.
Bad
under the line.
Religion.
You remember
That's punk.
Florence the Machine? Dog days are over.
Okay.
No, nobody remembers that. Dog, that shit was fucking
No
nuts.
shit.
You don't remember Florence Machine? Is that one? No.
Boo.
God, dog it.
Punk bands, man. I mean, shit. I don't
I'm
know.
at the Google
Probably
this.
like Bad Religion, Pennywise, all that skate stuff. No Effects. Fucking.
But like, What about?
I mean, Misfits. That's one of my favorite bands of all time. I wouldn't even call them punk, but
I
Misfits.
will play Good Charlotte for Spaz. He's like, you're a poser, bro. Don't play this.
Yeah. And then there's like the pop punk stuff.
Yeah,
the
no,
Blink
pop.
182,
Let's talk
Green
about
Day,
pop.
Good Charlotte, all that
What about
shit.
pop shit?
All right, well, I had a friend.
Favorite pop punk.
Maybe Blink. Like pop punk. I like Blink 182, man. Because it takes me back to a time.
Travis Barker with
takes
the
you back.
drums, bro. He's even switched genres and made shit for rap shit.
Oh, he's a beast. Yeah. One of them is like guilty pleasure music. That's a good one. Guilty pleasure music. Where you'd be driving in your car and you'd almost be embarrassed to roll up like with your homies and be like, you're fucking listening to that shit.
I feel like that's what Good Charlotte is.
But any guilty pleasure music?
Yeah, with something
you'd almost be ashamed to be like, yeah, I like that shit.
I feel like I couldn't wait for you to answer this, but when it came, I didn't know.
Are we talking like R&B
All-Time Low?
guilty pleasure?
I fuck with All Time Low.
All Time Low?
You know who All Time Low is?
I'm sure I do. Like
Therapy, and their song was Therapy, and then after this,
yeah, I don't fucking know.
All Time Low.
Like guilty pleasure for, I don't know. Like my girlfriend listens to a lot of different music, right? Obviously, but like some of it I fuck with, and like
what is it?
Like one of them was like,
are you talking like R&B, like
just like something that you wouldn't want nobody to listen to,
like chick music and other pop bands and stuff, like female artists. Yeah. And
you like Nicki Minaj, huh?
I actually don't really like Nicki Minaj. I actually really don't like that shit. Just I don't know why. She's just a turn off. No, everyone's got some fucking shitty music they listen to, but I'm not saying it's shitty, but it's guilty pleasure music. I don't even really listen to it, but when I hear it, I'm like, no, it's good.
And then it's crazy because you're like, oh, I really know this whole song.
Yeah.
Because you're girl.
Honestly, I hope I'm the artist. Like, I want to be the artist. Like, I'm their guilty pleasure. I want to be the artist.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, like the music you'd roll up to the spot and you're like, I'm almost embarrassed, but I don't care because I fucking.
That was my song.
Because it's stuck in their head. Like it's stuck in their head. So like it's your guilty pleasure. Like it's stuck in your head. I want to be an artist
because you're like, I like it. Am I afraid to admit that I like it? Like when you're a kid, you're like, yeah, you care what people think, but the older you get, you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Act like you don't have some lame ass music you don't like.
R&B that you don't like. Everybody likes R&B.
Everyone likes some of that shit. So it's just whatever, doesn't matter.
So you said Eminem, Wu-Tang,
3-6.
Damn, that was a very diverse. I like your style.
Yeah.
What did you say yours was again?
My number one was Eminem. Big Sean.
You said P-Lo.
And then my go-tos, but then Mac Miller's like right there because he's a fucking real one. Yeah. He's got everything to jazz, to fucking acoustic, and just along the lines, he experimented with every fucking instrument you could think of. And Mac Miller made a song with every fucking instrument. Name an artist that does that.
Kanye West. Kanye West is the greatest of all time, bro.
Yeah.
He's better than Michael Jackson.
Yeah, shit.
Did Michael Jackson make his own beats?
That's cool. But how young was Mac Miller? And he experimented with everything you could think of.
There's just so many good ones. It's apples and oranges. How do you compare at the end of the day?
That's what it is, yeah.
Apples and oranges. Yeah. I do. My boy Pat.
What was it again? Rich in spirit, man.
Rich in spirit.
Forever rich in spirit, man. I got some merch for you too, bro.
Yes.
I gotta get some hats.
Sick.
I got some hats on the way too. So if you want to put them on the table for the podcast
That'd be real cool.
Yeah, so where can we find your stuff, man? You're on Spotify and all the streaming stuff?
Yeah, Kid Rich on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever, man. Instagram, Kid Rich Music E. Twitter, Kid Rich Music. Facebook, Ronnie Farmer. What else? Hit up Adam on, he still has MySpace.
Oh.
Back in the day, Lil Wayne, me and my drink is my fucking music.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Any closing thoughts, man? We could probably wrap it up pretty quick. We've been at it for a bit.
Shit, man. If you creative or whatever, it's never too late to chase your dreams, man. Keep pursuing it, man. Like that's what it's all about. Creating and inspiring others. That's what I want.
Any advice? Any like lessons learned, like words of wisdom to share with people, up and comers, or like? I mean, I know you kind of just summed it up, but like, what were there any pivotal moments or anything that you've learned that, like, if you could save yourself some time as a younger version of yourself, what advice would you give?
So like
Kid Rich, 10 years ago.
So it's like when you think things don't work out the way you want it. It's aligning you. It's knocking you off on this path to put you on the right path where you want to be. It's like at the end of the day, man, keep striving, keep it going, keep creating, keep inspiring, because when you least expect it, man, things are going to come your way, man. And just keep on projecting positive energy, because everything that you reciprocate is going to come back in full return.
Excellent, dude. Rich in spirit, man.
Man, forever rich, bro. Shout out Pat. Shout out my brother right here, bro. We going to be forever rich in spirit, man.
Fuck yeah.
This was the coolest podcast ever.
None but love.
Dude, we'll go around too one of these days.
Yes, sir, bro.
I look forward to seeing like your progression and where you end up, We'll stay posted. Maybe we can do some stuff together too, man.
That'd be really cool.
I could do some instrumental stuff and or whatever. I'm down to write too and do some lyrics. I'm down. Like have some crazy verse on some shit.
That should be hard. That should be hard. Shit, we might even do a little tune for the podcast.
We should.
Oh, a little background music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little intro and outro kind of thing. That'd be tight.
Cool. Yes, sir, Ski.
Fuck yeah. What are you guys up to later this evening? Anything?
I'm going home to the wife.
That's right. What about you? You staying in town or?
Yeah. Driving, you mobbing the cruises?
Yeah. No, I'm staying
crazy by that one.
I'm gonna tap in one.
Oh shit. Any other closing thoughts, man?
I love the world. I love everybody, and I just want everybody to be great and do great things, bro. Shout out to everybody that's creators. Keep creating.
Yeah, explore more and keep pushing.
I'm so down with that, dude. Yeah. Keep fucking pushing, dude.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that Spaz's thing? Push for progression?
Oh, shut up.
Push.
One more shout out.
Damn, I'm empty. I'm sipping on the empty tea.
Oh, shit. Let me give you another one. We gotta close it out right.
Quickie.
You still good?
Yes. This, you know what? I forgot I was on a podcast.
That's the best way to do it, is when you
really
forget.
Fun.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, man.
Hey, thank you for having us.
Dude, thanks so much for coming by, man. It ain't shit without, people to talk to. It doesn't exist, so I'm honored to have you guys on, man. It was cool fun. Doing the multiple thing, too. I'm glad we got the homie on there, man.
Hey, appreciate
interesting
dynamic.
Yes, thank you for bringing me along.
Anything you want to say about the coolest person you ever met? Kid Rich?
The coolest person I ever met his name was Adam Garcia. But to see this guy progress from fighting a fan into making a song with his number one, I Am Sue, that's like probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. Progression, I mean, this guy went from forgetting his own lyrics to doing a song with the person that he looked up to, and hats off to this guy. A lot of shit in the vault that I said should drop, but ain't drop. Just be tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for Kid Rich.
We'll put your plugs into the description, man. And fucking everybody, make sure you go check out Kid Rich on the various platforms, and man.
FMB.
We'll keep it twisted, son.
That shit was fun, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'll come here every night if I could.
Till next time.
I love, bro.
Later, y'all. Thank you.